What's going on? It's your boy SB. What's going on? What's going on with y'all? Okay, I'm trying to get this. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, what's going on? We rolling. We good. We good. Y'all want to know something funny? So I'm literally over here. Yo, I feel so bad right now. So I'm over here literally setting up everything, thinking I'm early. You feel me? I'm like, all right, cool. Got this set up. Got this set up. Cool. I'm over here writing some notes. So then something just like, yeah, let me go look at the live and let me see if there's anybody waiting in there. Let me see what's going on. And then as I'm loading up to go into the studio, which is the StreamYard studio, I'm looking on the live and it says, like 4 people waiting, or it said 3 people or something like that. It says 7 p.m. I was like, I thought it was 7:30. It's 7:15. Oh, snap. so, so what it do? What's going on? It's your boy SB. I didn't have any technical difficulties. I just thought it was the wrong time. I had the wrong time written down. My fault, y'all. But we here. What's today? Today's Thursday. Is it Thursday? It's Thursday. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. My day has been good so far. Got to wake up, go on a run. What else I do? Did a little bit of exercising. Oh, did a whole lot of shooting today, some editing, all that good stuff. So it was a good day. Callie Bones, what it do? My dude, Callie, always showing love. Thank you much for the support, my dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It definitely means a lot. And you hopped on right after work too? That's what I'm talking about right there. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. The Dark Knight Soldier, the Dark the Dark Knight Ninja, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling? It's Thursday night, and I feel all right. You know what I mean? What time is it? Well, it's 7. Yo, I thought I had the live set for 7:30. What time works best? I need some help with that. Day and time. I now have Fridays and Saturdays off, so I can go live on Fridays and or Fridays or Saturday if needed. Or if we want to keep it on Thursdays, we can keep it on Thursdays. But let me know what you guys think works best for the day and time, so I can have that set. Chris, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? It's Chris says, what's good? What does a problem solver do? One of those area managers at my site offered me to be a cross train and choose that. That's a great question. Problem solve is something that I've always never wanted to do because I tried to do it. It's not hard at all. It's definitely not hard. But the thing from my experience, when you do it, you have to stay doing it, especially when you're first learning, or it's easy to forget, in my opinion. But problem solvers are the people. Let's say if you're stowing, or what department you're in. If you're in stow and you have people stowing items, let's say like the what's that thing called? The little barcode where it's the XOO, the BOO, whatever, the thing that you scan before you put it into the bin. Let's say, you know how sometimes it's scratched off or something like that, and you put it in the problem solve bucket. Basically, the problem solver just answers the stations that have a problem. They go to station to station to station, and they fix the problems. They'll slap a new barcode on there, or if it's a damaged item, they'll wrap it up, and you know what I mean, all that good type of stuff. So problem solving, I thought was a dope position. I never did it just because I didn't really see a need to, and I really didn't want to be on a computer all day, just walking around with a computer. It's funny because that's what I do. I'm at a computer all day now, but but it's super chill though. I know the people that did do it, the ones that I know, they all loved it. I never like came across a problem solver who hated problem solving. It just wasn't for me. But I do think it's a dope thing to get into, and let me tell you why. Problem solve is dope to get into because you need it everywhere. Just being honest, you need that in outbound, you need it in inbound, you need it in pick, you need it everywhere because things have to be fixed all throughout the building. Damage land, there's nothing but problem solvers over there. You know what I mean? Like in different areas of the building, things need to get fixed. So I think that would be a good thing for you to step into is problem solve. Because that would definitely, in my opinion, make you more valuable for sure. That's for sure, for sure. Look, we got straight into the question, huh? Are you going live? Yeah, Annette. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought I had the live set to 7:30, but I was wrong. It was 7:00, and I was sitting over here chilling. You feel me? Like I got my water over here. I was sipping on. I was writing notes. Like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna touch on that. You feel me? And then I'll look. Something just told me like, hey, why don't you look at your live? So I like look at it. I'm like, oh snaps! I'm supposed to be live right now. Like, boom, and then had to hurry up and hop on here. But we here though. You feel me? We here. Hold on, real quick, y'all. But yeah, we here though. We up in here. So yeah, we are live. Shout out to you, Annette. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody that's tuned in right now, thank you much for tuning in. Where can we see you talk? We right here. You feel me? We here. Good. Shout out to Julia. What it do? Good evening, fellow Amazonians. What it do? What it do? Are we rolling? Of course we rolling, my guy. We up in here. Let's go. Shout out, hello team, what it do? Welcome to the live. What's going on? What's going on? Eddie said, what's good? Where's everyone from? I know we gotta do the roll call. Who we got in the building? Do we got some California people? Drop your buildings in the drop your building in the comments or your state, whichever one you want to do. I'm out here in Arizona right now. My building, well, I don't know, but before I went to the building I'm at now, I was at GUR1. So shout out to GUR1. Shout out to LGB3. That was my home building that I started off with. Shout out to them that made me the Amazonian that I am today. Shout out to you, Eddie, so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for showing support, showing love. SB, why you got to come on in my bedtime? My fault. Hey, that's one thing I want to know. What time works? Like, what's a good time? You know, I'm still trying to juggle this. I now have a new schedule now. As you guys, I didn't drop that video yet. I quit. Not Amazon corporate side, Amazon delivery. Oh, I didn't drop the video. Oh, it probably was. Yeah, I'm not doing that for the remaining of the time. I got a video coming on that. But yeah, that's a wrap for that. So I got a new schedule too. So I'm now going to be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What time, what day works best for you guys to go live? Let me know in the comment section. And shout out to you, Cletus. Shout out to you for tuning in. Was good. Annette was good. Was good. Mercy, good evening. Good evening to you too. Thank you guys so much for being tuned in. Eddie said he is front half days guy working RT tomorrow. Shout out to front half days in the building. I am front half as well. Shout out to my front half team. I started off as graveyard. I need to do a vlog on that. Graveyard versus day shift. Which one is better? Which one y'all think is better? I'm not gonna lie, I did love graveyard, and the reason why, you don't have all the big wigs in there. You don't got all the HR. You don't have all these random people who's trying to be the biggest boss of bosses. You feel me? Bowser walking around. We don't really have that on night shift. Night shift definitely seemed as if it was more chill. So I did enjoy night shift. But I've always been front half days. So shout out to the front half days squad in the building. Net shout out to Net dropped it. What's this thing called again? A sticker? No, what they called? Super chat. There you go. Thank you so much, Annette, for the super chat. I truly appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you so much. That's what's up, Annette. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate the support. It's definitely appreciated. I'm doing good. Got my job offer from Amazon. I'll go pick up my badge. Let's go. Okay. We see you, young Amazonian. You know what I mean? Stepping into the game. We see you. You on the delivery side, right? Or I think you said you was going to delivery, or are you on the FC? If I'm not mistaken, I thought it was the delivery, but let me know. But whichever it is, congrats. Kill it. Take advantage of it, man. That's what's up. Cali, here we go. That's a fact. Got a hot topic going on in ACY1 master packs encounters. I hate master packs. I'm not even gonna lie to you. that was the cause of my first write-up at Amazon. It was a master pack. They were supposed to cut it open. They didn't cut it open, but it had a barcode on it. So I scanned it and stole the whole thing. when it should have been stowed separately. Why? Hold on. Let me check. Let me fix this lighting real quick. Hold on real quick, y'all. All right, I think we should be good. But yes, that was the cause of my first write up working in Amazon was a master pack. I used to hate them things. Oh. And yes, that was my first month working at Amazon. I think it was the second week. I wasn't even supposed to get a write up for it. It was supposed to be like a coaching, but the AM, it was just a whole bunch of stuff. But I did get a write up for a master pack when I first started working at Amazon. Terrible. Cali Bone said DCX7 in the house. Shout out to DCX7. That's what's up. SMF1. Shout out to SMF1. That's Cali, right? I believe. Is that San Francisco? I think so. Shout out to Cali. Shout out to SMF1 in the building. Cynthia said, I'm on VTO. Let's go. But Petty, I will accept. Say no to VTO. I'm telling y'all. We haven't even had VTO at our building yet. On the corporate side, I gotta work overtime. I'm working overtime this Saturday. I thought I was gonna have a day off because I'm no longer on the delivery side. They was like, overtime, which I'm not complaining about because I get paid more, of course, on the corporate side. So, it's more pay. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna do it. But VTO, you feel me? If you got it, do it. You feel me? But don't put yourself in a position where it hurts. You know what I mean? And that's the hard part. You feel me? I remember being in the FC and you just tired. You feel me? You didn't stowed or packed whatever you doing. It's that after the second quarter, and they like, hey, we giving out VTO. They going down the line. And you see them coming. You like, all right, let me stay strong. Let me fight these urges. No, I can't go home. You feel me? You pump yourself up, and they walk up like, hey, SB, what's up? What you want? What you want? Let me just keep going with your little VTO. You sure you don't want to take VTO? You can go home early and relax. And it's each time like, good. Give me the VTO. So I'm not mad at you for taking VTO. Trust me, I feel you. But just take it responsibly. You know what I mean? Make sure you got enough for your bills and stuff, and you'll be straight. I would definitely be saving up during this time. What's going on, all the stuff going on with Amazon, I will definitely be saving up and trying to stack up as much as possible. I'm just saying. I was in vendor returns for 4.5 years. Woo, okay. And you in HR? We got HR. We always end up with HR in the building. Shout out to HR. That's what's up. That has to be the dream job. Correct me if I'm wrong. My bad if I'm wrong. It seemed like HR be chilling. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all be chilling or what? Y'all be chilling. What y'all really be doing in HR? I remember I used to go to HR. They would never be there. So maybe it was just because it was graveyard. I think that was the reason. And we only had like 2 of them. But shout out to HR though, man. That's what's up. Would I do HR? I guess I would. It sounds pretty dope. It sounds interesting. Shout out to Chris Roberts. What it do? Thank you so much for tuning in. Eddie says he's a learning trainer, just promoted 2 months ago. My big question right now, which ICQA count is permitted to break open master packs? Honestly, I don't know. You feel me? I was a BA, and when we get too critical, I'll be like, 1 sec. Cuckoo. You feel me? Call my problem solver over that knew everything. Hey, he got some questions. So honestly, I apologize if anybody knows the answer to this question. Let's help him out. I don't know. I'm just saying. The question is, which ICQA? We need Zell up in here. I think Zell, he was an ICQA or is an I don't know. He's not there now, but I think he was. I could be wrong, but it says which ICQA count is permitted to break open master packs. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. Annette says we got love for you. Need a manager like you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I be trying. And it's just treating people like people. You know what I mean? Like if we all just treated each other like humans, you feel me? We all loved each other like we love ourselves. This would be a totally different situation that we're in. So Cletus said RDU1. Where is that at? You feel me? That sound like that's if this screen cut off, I'm just gonna leave it off. That sound like that's somewhere in like Hawaii, one of the islands near Hawaii or something like that. RDU1. Where's that at? Cletus, I've never heard of that. That's what's up though. Shout out to RDU1. ACY1 and BDL4. Shout out to BDL4 and ACY1. Okay, Ohio. That's what's up. Shout out to Ohio. Are you good? Are y'all good out there? You feel me? We had like one day of them talking about them trains that went crazy and went off the little trails, not the trails, the tracks, all that stuff that happened. The exact same thing happened in the movie. And I think it was in the exact same place. You feel me? I don't know. Something looks a little. Anyways, are y'all good out there? I hit up Zell. Y'all know Zell. He's been on the channel before. And I was like, hey, what's good? You feel me? What's up with them chemicals floating around up there and floating through the river and going? I hope you're good out there, Annette. I hope everyone's good out there. That just seems pretty crazy. What's up with that? You feel me? Like, did they come out? Are they still out there? Are they testing the air? Did they just say everything's cool and then left? You know what I mean? Maybe, like I said, I haven't had the time to look into that story. And when I did, I really didn't see too much information. So I'm kind of still worried about what's going on over there. I hope everything's good though. Ann said, are you working 2 jobs? I know you said the delivery closed. Sorry about that. So the delivery, they announced that they were closing. They're closing on, I believe, the 15th. I'm done though. They don't even know that yet. So I hope they're not watching. They do be watching. If you're watching, I was going to call you. If you guys are watching, sorry, man. Sorry you got to hear it here. I'm sorry you got to hear it here first. But I'm done. You know what I mean? If you're watching, I'm going to call you guys. Stand by. I'm sorry you had to hear it like this. But no, I'm no longer working 2 jobs. I am down to 1. And I have a whole video because it's not for a reason. My plan, my DSP, I do Amazon corporate and Amazon delivery. My DSP was like, hey, I woke up to a text. We're closing in 3 weeks. So my plan was like, oh man, first off, I was like, yo, this is crazy. But I was going to work out the 3 weeks, work and do the best that I can do, collect that check, and then, and then just leave from there. But something happened. So I have a video that is dropping on, I deleted the number. That's dropping on Saturday. It's called I Quit. So tune in. Be sure to hit the notification bell on my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel. But yeah, on Saturday, I will be dropping a video on why I quit the DSP or a few weeks earlier than they're closing down. But yeah, no more 2 jobs. So I will be doing more lives and, trying to put some more energy onto the YouTube and kicking and shit with Shaw. And thank you for that. She said, Ann said, sorry about that. Thank you so much. Can't lie, it was pretty crazy actually being there. Like I said in the video, it's crazy being there. You know what I mean? Like I've talked about that a lot on this channel. The first time Layoffs and Amazon was ever on the internet was on this channel. And to actually be there and experience that type of situation where it's like, yo, we closing, we could try to get you somewhere else. It's like, yo, seeing other people, even me, it's just like, I start worrying and questioning myself, like, snaps, am I going to be good? You know what I mean? Like, it's really a tough situation. Could you imagine the people where they don't have nothing else? Am I going to be able to get into another DSP? You know what I mean? It just sucks. It sucks for everybody. But thank you and definitely appreciate you for that. And good looking. Shout out to Chris Roberts, Jack 7 in the building. Let's go. BHM1. We got Birmingham in the building. That's what's up. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mitch CLT9 in the building. Let's go. Okay. WNY1. Shout out to you, my guy. It says, stay delivering those smiles on the Blue Mile. Hey, let's go. Let's go. So, and I'm still going to keep going through our comments, but I'm going to start, touching on certain things. one thing, listen, I've been getting a lot of messages, Instagram and comments and old comments, or people comment on older videos. I think I was right when I was like, yo, what I say? Are they putting pressure? Just my opinion. I'm not a representative of the company. Shout out to the seniors and site leads. If you're on right now, shout out to you. I'm not a representative of the company, but I've been getting a nice amount of people contacting me to the point it seems as if this is something to be aware of. It seems as if coachings are on the rise, write-ups is on a rise. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like, and if you're tuning in, the dude, the homie, the supporter who follows the channel, I was at the gym. I spoke about this in one of the last videos. He came up to me, he was like, "Yo, I watch your channel." Boom, boom, boom. We was just chopping it up for a minute. And then he told me something. And the reason why I don't want to say his name, and I told him I was gonna shout him out, but then I decided not to because, like I said, anybody in that salary position, L4, 5, 6, 7, I do not want to put their name on this channel, especially going into this season that we're going into, because I think, in my opinion, it seems like they're using, if they want to get somebody out, they're using anything to do it. You know, if they want to get this person out, all right, what's his rate? All right, what's this? What's the quality? What's his TOT? What's this? What's that? You know what I mean? That's what it seems what time we on right now for Amazon. Just my opinion. And that's why I don't want to say the name, but you know who you are. So shout out to you. And I'm going to tell you, should I say it now? Yeah, I'll just touch on it now. But he was like, yo, because he's in management. I'm not going to say what level, but he was like, hey, we writing people up for profanity. I was like, ¿qué? ¿Qué? No, I know habla español because me know English right now. You said what? You feel me? Like writing people up for profanity? That's wild. So that came from a very reputable source. I'm not saying that's what's going on. You feel me? I don't know. I haven't had many people on the employee side have hit me up saying, hey, I got rid. I don't think they'll tell you that. Actually, I don't know. But for somebody in that position to tell me that was like, yo, we better be on our toes this year, because it seems like it's going to be an issue, or it seems like it seems like they're really taking that serious about them cutting costs. Shout out to Cynthia, GYR1. Hey, that's my old building right there. Cynthia, what department are you in? Are you in Stowe? Are you in Pack? You in Picking? Outbound? Inbound? What? I wonder, like, if we were in the same area or in the same department. I want to know. I might know managers in that area. But anyway, shout out to you, Cynthia. Shout out to everybody at GYR1. That was actually my home building. That's why I'm in Arizona. I launched that building. I was out here for the away team for GYR1. So that's what's up. Shout out to you. Mercy, shout out. She said back in Alexandria, Virginia. That's what's up. How you liking it out there? I would love it. This time, and this time that we're in, I would love to go to like a Virginia, North Carolina. No, as I'm thinking about it, no. The reason why I was about to say I would love to be somewhere like that, I am no longer a city boy. You feel me? Like my whole existence has been in the city, whether it was Pomona, whether it was Rancho Cucamonga, whether when I was in Riverside, when I was in Fontana, all those places I was in the city. Cars everywhere, freeways packed. I am tired of the city. That's one reason why the home that I have now, I actually went for this home. You know what I mean? Like my realtor wanted to go to Phoenix. I'm like, I turned around when she was like, oh, come on, I just want to show you a few things. It was like it wasn't even a minute. It was like 45 seconds. She was like, hey, where you at? I ain't going over there. I told you I don't want that. Look like LA. Why I'm gonna leave California to go move to the Phoenix, LA? That don't even make no sense. So I'm not gonna lie. My plan, what I would love to happen, I would love to move somewhere that don't got tornadoes, that don't got no crazy storms, that don't got none of all that stuff, which is like nowhere else. But I would love to go there, buy land. You feel me? I would love to be self-sufficient in this time that we're going into, because there's too much stuff happening. This is just too much. Trains crashing. That's one thing why I was late on the live, because I thought it started at 7:30 and I was about to get notes Because what I want to do on these lives, I want us to hit Amazon, but I want to hit current events as well, and just what's going on with our nation in all areas. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. But all these train crashes all of a sudden, and then one happening in the same exact place that they made a movie about. And I guess one of the guys that was an extra in the movie about a train crashing and chemicals coming out lives in the town still. You feel me? And that's happening all over the nation. And then all these different food places burning up, and it's just too much stuff going on that seems like a coincidence. You know what I mean? So I am at a point where I would love to be and have land so where I can try to be self-sustained, because it just don't seem you feel me, 2023 don't seem, you know what I mean, it don't seem right. We just started the month. You know what I mean? So it says, I thought your Amazon delivery shut down versus you quit. No, so the Amazon delivery is shutting down on the date. So in that video, I said that that they are shutting down in 3 weeks, and I think that landed on the 15th when that video was uploaded. So they sent us a text message saying, "Hey, deliveries are stopping this date." So it was basically like the 15th, which is like 2 weeks now, is when they're done. And so I was planning on riding those 2 weeks out, riding off to the sunset. But that's not going, that's not what happened. I'm done now. You know what I mean? So now, nah, I'm not there anymore. Front half nights in the building. Let's go. Gotta love front half nights, man. It's a little bit of, you get crazy on front half nights. It'd be some, but I love it though. Eddie, front half days, only VET happening on RT right now. At least they still see, that's a good sign. If anybody in your building got VET, man, that's a good sign right there. That's what's up. How long does it take for DSP to respond to your application? It depends. And I think it most likely depends on the, what's that phrase? The job demand, the need. It depends on them. Like if they really need drivers, they're gonna hit you up quick. It took me, I think it was 2 weeks to fully, until my application to starting, which is quick for a job. It's not like the warehouse. I literally put in for it Thursday, and I think I started like Monday or something like that. But I think about 2 weeks is what it took me. If it's taking you, I've been getting a lot of messages on that though. A lot of people been hitting me up like, "Hey, it's been taking, it's been like a month, or it's been like a month and a half. You think I should call them up?" If it's taking that long, I would call them up. They do have you do your background check and all that, and you can actually see where that process is at. So if you've seen all that stuff has gone through, I would call your DSP just to try to get a heads up on where your process is at. Definitely would hit them up if you think it's taking too long. It won't hurt. You know what I mean? They don't trip off of that. So you should be good. Sonic, what it do? What's going on? Good evening. Good evening to you. Eddie said, coming from a learning trader, no matter which count you are doing, do not open the master packs. SBC only does physical count, CC and RC or SRC, pull an andon. That's a fact. Don't open the master packs. You got questions on your items, pull an andon. That's a fact. I used to do that too when I started off. If I had a question or if I wasn't sure, oh man, is this a master pack? Do I need to open it? Let me just pull an andon, put that to the side so I can make sure first, and then I'll stow it once I get confirmed from the problem solver. That is the best way to go about it for sure. Look, Eddie, that's how you know he a learned trainer. He laying down the law. Yep, he know how it is. That's what's up. So Sacramento, that's what's up. Sacramento in the building. I hope y'all doing good out there. I heard the last few weeks or maybe a month, it's been some crazy weather out there in California. I hope you guys are doing good out there. I thought in Sacramento it was like flooding and stuff. I could be wrong, but I thought it was somewhere up north. But I hope you guys are good out there. George said, Sat2 in the house. What it do, George? Sat2 in the building. Shout out to y'all. That's what's up. That's what's up. Just got cross-trained to pick. Coming from outbound, ShipDoc is pretty easy. But the reason was because ShipDoc had high headcount. Nah, there's just not enough packages. That's a fact. Keep an eye on that. If your building starts dropping in volume, that is something you want to watch out for. These are things that I would be watching out for if I was in the FC. Which FC am I at? Because one thing that I've said in previous videos, when it comes to these buildings closing down and VTO and MTO, all this stuff, I think personally it's going to come down to the buildings that aren't pushing that much volume. And a lot of buildings are not that far from each other if you're in a big city. Even out here in Arizona, which is not like the biggest city in the world. I mean, it's growing like crazy, but we got a big brand new facility in Goodyear. That's one of the ones I was a part of launching. And then it's like one right next door to it. But the buildings, it's like a nice amount of buildings out here. So let's say if the economy continues to get worse, consumers that can continue to pull back, which they have been doing, and Amazon needs to cut some more. Which one do you think they're going to cut? They're probably going to cut the one low volume. So you should probably just do an evaluation to see how these other buildings, where does your building fall at with the ones surrounding it? Because I think volume is dropping at a lot of buildings. Also, it's right after peak. So that's actually something normal that happens. The volume drops. That's one thing that I've spoke about before. That's not new. After peak, it really does get slow. And this is something though, we may not experience turbulence too much in the warehouse, because why? It is slow, right? But what's going on right now? Taxes. You feel me? It's like Amazon be getting saved. You feel me? Whenever it seems like it's really about to hit the fan, some type of, you know what I mean? Something's there, whether it's Christmas and Thanksgiving and the holiday season. Now we're going into taxes. And granted, we're at a time where it's documented that people have less amount of money, less savings, all that stuff, but people are always going to need essentials. So at least there, in my opinion, there's still going to be people spending money, even though it may be less money. We are at a time where people are going to be getting their taxes back. They're going to spend their money. You know what I mean? So we'll see if it's at Amazon. Sonic, new subscriber, bro. Hey, thank you much for subscribing. If y'all have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Chris says, shout out to Chris. I am currently in pick right now. Chris, you picking and you picking and listening. That's what's up. Don't get caught. Please, Chris, don't get caught. This ain't you know what I mean? Like, you gotta be careful. I hope they're not tripping or they're not really putting pressure on you guys in your building. But be careful. Yeah, we don't need you getting in trouble, Chris. But thank you so much for tuning in, and it's definitely appreciated. Do I think there will be layoffs in FC centers? I'm doing a vlog on that. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I just dropped that today. That's right. That just came out today. If you didn't see the vlog in that, I dropped the vlog at like 3:00 today. And that's what it's called. Will layoffs come to the FC center? So what do I think? I definitely think it's a possibility. Here's the thing. And I didn't say this in the video. I did a vlog. If you didn't see it, it's pretty interesting. You may want to watch it. It's called, Will Amazon Have More Layoffs? It's the one where it's a graph and it says, this is why. That is a scary graph to look at. I showed the graph of their annual revenue and then a graph of their head count. It don't look good. You feel me? It doesn't make sense how it can go on. And my thing is, there was something that I wanted to put in that video, but I didn't put it in there because I didn't want it to go viral. I didn't want, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to go viral on YouTube. Granted, it's dope. I'm trying to grow, but I don't want something to take off, especially out of like fear. But I'll say it on here because it's a different video, and I don't think a 3-hour video is going to go viral. But I did a vlog on it already, and I was going to put it in there, but I didn't. Jeff himself, Uncle Jeff, you feel me? Uncle, you feel me? He said there's a day where Amazon will go bankrupt. I've said that in a vlog before. He has said that, 3-4 times himself. And then he left. He didn't say this recent. This was like in 2018, no, it wasn't right before COVID, but he said this about 3 times. It's in a vlog. I talked about it before, but I didn't want to put it in that video because I didn't want people to like run with it. But Jeff has said that. Google it. Google this. Jeff Bezos says Amazon will go bankrupt. So do I think there will be layoffs in the FC eventually? It's hard to say. It's crazy to think because of how ginormous it is. But if the creator, the CEO, the one who was there, who knows everything about it, if he himself said it was inevitable. You remember when Thanos said that? Thanos, you feel me? What did he say? It is I can't even say. I love that movie though. Endgame, that's my game. I mean, that's my movie right there. But when Thanos said it, he said the same thing. Yo, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Jeff Bezos say that. He said that. So yes, as crazy as it sounds, I think that can happen. I don't want it to happen, and it sounds Amazon's the Titanic. You feel me? That's just what it is. No one can see that sinking. But if the guy who built it, the guy who's been the heart and seen the heart of operations has said that, you feel me? I think that's pretty scary, you know? But that's just my opinion. But if you don't believe me, anybody go Google that. Uncle Jeff, or don't put Uncle Jeff. Say Jeff Bezos says Amazon will go bankrupt. He has said that a few different times. And then after he said that, he even gave a time limit. He said around 30 years. And guess where Amazon's at right now? It's like 29, 30 years. That's a fact. Go look all this up. I'm not doing a vlog on it. Listen, like I'm going to speak on certain topics, but there's certain things that I'll speak on like I am now, but I'm not going to do a vlog and go details and put all the pieces together because I think we're going into a time where if what I'm doing with Zelle and with C11, we got to be careful. You know what I mean? Because they're trying, my opinion, they're looking for anything, you know what I mean, to cut cost. So I have to be careful that I don't put myself in a position to hurt myself financially. You know what I mean? But I will say, go look that up. That is an interesting topic, you know, that I will not be covering anymore. But I'll talk about it on here. He did say that. I do think that will happen. Do I think that'll happen in 2023? I think it's a big possibility. I would say 60%, 70%. The more I think about it, it just goes higher and higher. Why do I say that? You have to look at everything in a whole. You have to look at the prices of food going up. You have to look at the cost of energy going way up. You know, heat. Matter of fact, my heat. Y'all see me sweating. I need to cut my heater off right now because it's prime time, and we get hit. We get hit way more for that. But the price for that going up. My whole thing. This is the thing. And there's one thing. Shout out to my engineer. We was chopping it up because he is in the tech sector. I keep forgetting his job, but this dude is like a genius. Like I don't say that about many people. The dude's a beast. He went to what was it, Princeton? You feel me? Or one of them like high real them colleges. He went there, you know. So very smart dude. But we was chopping it up, and then I told him like, yo, you should watch the vlog I did called "Will Amazon be having more layoffs?" To look at these graphs, because if you have not seen that vlog, go check it out. I did it. It's called "Will Amazon Have More Layoffs?" It don't make sense. You feel me? The head count's way up here. Hold on, you can't see me in the camera. The head count is up here, where Amazon's head count is. Their annual revenue, it was up here for like the 2 years. Boom, boom. It was real close, and then boom, way down here. Y'all see me way down here? It was way down here within 1 year. You feel me? So how long can that sustain? Of course, Amazon has AWS balling, right? But are they really going to fund Amazon warehouse fulfillment with that money? And if they do, how long? You know what I mean? So I think it's a possibility we can see that this year. I would say the tail end, because it seems like they're doing everything before they have to do a layoff. What do I mean by that? That means how they just laid off 20,000 people. That means the crackdown and being more strict with TOT and write-ups and all that stuff. Just my opinion. I'm not saying this is what they're doing. This is my opinion. But you can tell they're really trying to cut costs. So do I think that can happen? Yes, I think that can go down this year, just being honest. I hope not. You feel me? My job is connected to the warehouse. We're corporate, but there's different different limbs to corporate. It's not all in Seattle. There's different corporate areas for different things. My part of the corporate is for being over the FCs. So I don't want the FCs to go down. I want nobody to lose a job, but I definitely don't want the FCs to go down. My job is directly connected to that. Charlie, shout out to my guy, Charlie. Charlie be showing love and dropping stickers like every time we go live. So Charlie, thank you. Also Annette, who dropped, I believe, Annette, thank you guys so much. That really means a lot, for real, for real. I thank you guys for appreciating the time that I put into this. Thank you so much, for real. Eddie said, nothing but love for pickers and the ambassadors. That's where I started. Same. Okay, not the pickers, though. I've never done picking. I've seen it. I've coached them. It was on an away team in, was it BFL1 Bakersfield. I was coaching a picker and I didn't even really, it was just something, the way that they were like moving and how to do it quicker. Cause it was almost like stow. Picking is a reverse of stowing. You know what I mean? So I got to coach him and help him out, but I couldn't like tell you how to do it. I know it sounds weird, it sounds crazy. Shout out to the pickers though, and the ambassadors. Shout out to the ambassadors. I did a vlog on that talking about how the ambassadors is underrated. They need to be paid more. Why? They're one of the biggest links in Amazon. That is the first face they see when they come into Amazon is the ambassador. The ambassador has the power to impact the culture of every single new person that comes in. How do I know? That's what I did. I saw that position when I first got my ambassador vest and they were training me and I seen everything. I was like, yo, I'm finna impact this building. I'm finna impact my department. And I did, because that's how powerful the ambassador is. Shout out to the ambassadors out there. Callie said, like he said, I'm going for my CDL this year. My journey with Amazon will come to the end by summer. That's what I'm talking about, Callie. Let's go. Hey, I want to see that. It's so many times, especially being a PA. When you're a PA, everybody wants to know you and all that stuff. Everybody loves you and wants to talk to you. So I've met a lot of people as a PA, and it's almost a 90% chance. I would say about 90% of the time when somebody left Amazon, they usually didn't level up. It was either like a level down or almost the same. You know what I mean? So when people leave Amazon and level up, I love that. You know what I mean? So Callie, keep me posted, because I was chopping it up with Zell. We was texting. I was like, yo, I might have to join Amazon Career Choice and get me a CDL too. Just because it's like, yo, it ain't looking good. You feel me? I'm waiting on the next move. What's Amazon going to do next? That call back to office. I'm working. Is that on the board? No, I got to put that on the board. I got to touch on that because I touched on it a little bit, but I looked into it. It's 300,000 people who work from home from Amazon. That is a lot. If 10% of them don't want to come back in because they don't want to make that commute, that's a whole lot of jobs. It's a lot of cutting costs of money that they can save. So they're moving and doing a lot of stuff right now. And it really has me, you feel me? I'm watching, everything. Some things, like I said, I'm not saying, and some things I'm not trying to put all in one picture, because when you put all these things together, it don't look good. You know what I mean? So I'm with you, Callie. I'm actually going to put in my resume outside of Amazon for a few different places. I thought I was going to do it this weekend, but I got called in for VET. So I'm not going to be able to do it this weekend, but next weekend, that's my goal, because I've tried to go back to the FC. I made the videos. Y'all saw me. I'm on my second application to try to get into an FC. Why they ain't hire me? I don't know. I got everything on there. You feel me? I've done everything. I'm at corporate inbound, corporate outbound, PA inbound, PA outbound. I ain't even got an interview. You feel me? So it's spooky out here. I'm like, well, snaps. I might have to start looking outside of Amazon just to be safe. You feel me? And that's where I'm at. So shout out to you, Callie. Hey, and keep me posted. You know what I mean? Because especially when you get into that, I want to bring you on the channel. We need to hear your story, because I'm sure there's other people who's seeing what we're seeing on this channel and in trying to make moves to put themselves in the best position as well. So shout out to you for that, my dude. How is that looking? That's a question. How's that industry looking though for their future? You know what I mean? I haven't looked into that, but if you could let me know that, that'd be dope. Eddie said, no, ICQA should break open master packs. Only problem solvers have permissions to change the bin inventory. That's a fact. Yep. Julia says, HR is the worst department at Amazon. They are never there at night. They act like they can't help you. At BHM1, they don't want you to scan your badge so there be no record. Oh, see, when you start catching them little schemes, you feel they be doing that at the drive-thru. Do you think you can help us out real quick? I'd be like, for what? What you need? Can you back up a little bit and then come back? It'll really help us. All right. But people do be trying to pull them little stunts. I didn't know that about the HR. That's probably why they never scanned my badge. But shout out to the HR people out there who put in that work. We got some people in HR that's in here who said they were in here from the chat. And I know we don't got no lazy people on this page. So shout out to the HR people who do be putting in that work, because I've had, especially being a PA, where I've had to connect with HR, and there were some folks who got the job done. So not all of them are lazy, but it's we'll leave it at that. But not all of them. But there are some lazy ones. You know what I mean? But I heard that was like HR at most companies, because did I do a video? It wasn't a video. I did something where I talked about it a little bit, and people were like, "Man, my company's like that. My company's like that." So it may just be an HR thing. I'm not really sure of the culture of HR in general, like not just at Amazon, but just HR in general. So that may be like a cultural type thing when it comes to, or a industry, a HR industry type thing. I'm hoping, you feel me? I don't know. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is, because Amazon, they ain't gonna let you be lazy. You feel me? As soon as you get something done, it's like, oh, you done? Oh, you finished? Here, I got something else for you to do. Oh, good job. You finished it? Oh, you're the best. You're awesome. Wait. Where you going? I got some more for you to do. Amazon don't let you rest. What? Rest? You feel me? What building is this? Y'all know Amazon don't. Let's change the subject. Oh, but that good catch. And who's Julia? Good catch on that. I don't even know. Next time I'm going to HR, they scan them. I'm like, hey, you need to scan my badge. You forgetting something? Ethan said, at my site, they are becoming more strict with shoes, earbuds. After a year of relaxed policies, a bunch of my favorite PAs and managers left after demands from the ops. I think we're going to see a lot more from that. My DSP that's shutting down, they're not. I answered and I told everybody who commented on that video when they said, oh, well, it's probably because of this, or because of this, or it's because of this. Nah, you know what I mean? They left because of the new terms. Supposedly, there were some terms where they was being told, like, look, we not paying for damages no more. You are. He was like, I bet I'm not signing that. So that was but why would that happen? You know what I mean? I know what that, like I'm saying. And the thing is, after I dropped that video, people hit me up on the gram. People left some comments on some videos where their DSP got shut down and they had to go into other DSPs. So it's not just taking place at my building. This is something that's taking place in the network. Why all of a sudden did the contracts change? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. But Ethan, that's crazy. That's wild. Hey, and what it do? We waiting for and we waiting for Ann to start her channel, her YouTube channel. Clayton said RDU1 in the building. That's in North Carolina. Shout out to you. That's what's up. I was just talking about North Carolina. Eddie, sorry for all the count info trying to stop mass write-ups for inaccurate counts, which is plaguing my building. Telling y'all, thank you, Eddie, for real, because we all need to be on point right now. Because like I said, I think I said this earlier. I've been getting hit up a nice amount of people, enough to where, like, before what's that called? Before big media anywhere, before anyone on media said, hey, Amazon's closing buildings, we talked about it here first. And the reason why I was able to do a video before anybody else on the internet was because I was getting hit up by people saying, hey, my building is closing and they moving us all over there. SB, this don't seem right. I'm like, this might be a troll. You might try to just get me to say some wild stuff. Didn't say nothing until like 10 other people. Hey, my building over here is closing. They're moving us all over here. Hey, my building is closing. I'm like, yo. So then I made a video about it. Now I'm hearing about a lot of different people in different DSPs saying they DSP closing. I'm hearing about a lot of people talk about them getting coachings all of a sudden. And they ain't did nothing crazy. They was like, well, some of them was like, yo, one of them, like I said, I've been getting hit up, but for different situations. One was like, I was doing the same thing. I didn't do nothing. The day was actually slow. And he came with his laptop like, oh, I got to do a coaching for you. He was like, what you mean? Documented coaching? What you mean? What I do? So that's something that I'm starting to see. I'm starting to get more information, more people reaching out to me saying that's going on at their buildings. So be careful for that. Be on your toes. Like Eddie was saying, make sure that you feel me, stowing no master packs, or, make sure you on your point. during this time. What's good, SB? What's good? How you feeling? How you feeling? Thank you so much for tuning in. ELP1 in the house. Okay, we see you, ELP1. We see you in the building. Cynthia is in Doc Decants, responsible to break up and open the master packs and put them into a tote. Thank you for doing your job right, Cynthia. Because somebody who was in that position when I was back in the building, they didn't do it right. And they caused me to get a write-up. You feel me? But we are the last line. We're the last person, so I should have checked it, but I was new. But thank you, Cynthia, for holding it down and decant, doing what you're supposed to do. That's what I'm talking about. And GYR1, Goodyear, Arizona. However, they do train Stowe to notice the master packs. That's a fact. I was a little slow. I'm not going to lie. I was coming from armed security and property management at apartments. So when I start hearing about master packs and overages, all this stuff, I was like, noted. This goes here. I'll just put it. But shout out to you, Cynthia, for holding it down. That's what's up. Inferno 99, what it do? Hey, thank you so much for the sticker. I need like a alarm or a little siren for when y'all drop the stickers and y'all show some support. I got my speakers, but I'm on my laptop where I do my studio stuff, so I can't. But I thank y'all so much for that support. Thank you so much, man. Definitely appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Says I agree about feedbacks on the rise and seems they are eliminating flex shifts at the FC. You know what? Somebody that was on a flex shift, what did they say? They were on a flex shift and they said, I forgot what it was, but it was something like they were impacting. I don't know if it was their schedule or it was something, but you're right. It's something going on with the flex shifts from what I've heard as well. I don't want to say you're right just because we can't say that online. But in our opinion, you feel me? Yeah, I'm starting to hear some stuff about that as well. So that's a trip right there. For sure. XLGB3 in the building. Okay. I'm trying to see the picture. Were you there when I was at LGB3 or like, because I have some people who still follow me from LGB3. I don't know if that's you. But shout out to you, LGB3. That's a dope. That place is huge. That's my stumping grounds right there. It says they should write up management and ambassadors for foul talk. We have so many managers that talk dirty using the F word. So that is a good thing. That's a whole vlog. I could do a whole series on that right there. I still have, should I say that? I still have screenshots of messages, not like blackmail or nothing. Yes, that does happen. Not all of them. You feel me? There, like I said, Amazon has some of the greatest managers that I've encountered were from Amazon. But same as on the flip side, some of the worst I've encountered there as well. Just my opinion, just my experience. And yeah, that does happen. There's sometimes sometimes that does take place where you come across AMs who talk like that. Honestly, for me, it was pretty rare. And the only time I've came across that was when I was in quote unquote like on their side. Because when you got like the system and then you have the people, just like here, regular life. You got the system, the government, then you got the people, and it's like they bump heads. You know what I mean? And it's like that with Amazon. I've noticed first week I was like, whoosh, this culture at Amazon, it's them versus us. It's the system versus the people. They're always clashing. At least from my experience, that's what I've seen. But as I was a part of quote unquote the people, I was a tier one, doing that type of stuff. They've always kept their composure. It was more so once I became a piece of the system as a PA. That's where you start to see the real stuff because you're behind the scenes. You know what I mean? People can only put up a mask for so long. They got to let it out. You know what I mean? And that happens a lot behind the scenes. And I didn't synced a lot. You feel me? These eyes right here, these eyes didn't synced a lot. And these ears, you can't see them because I got the headphones on, but these ears right here, they have seen a lot at Amazon. So that's a true thing right there. Oh, y'all got a lot of comments down here. I got it. Okay, no, you're not that far. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. So it says I did 4 away teams: BFL1, ABQ1, SAN3, and VGT1. That's what's up. I was at BFL1. So which department did you launch in BFL1? I launched inbound stow. Was I PA at that time? Yeah, I was a launched it as a PA. So what department did you launch? That's pretty interesting right there. We had to be there at the same time. I was there for the full 21 days. So yeah, that's what's up. That's dope. Them away teams, hold on. Tell them about them away teams though. Tell them about that. There's a reason why she went 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a reason. Because away teams is lit. You feel me? You get paid to vacation. Yes, you put in the work. But for like the first week, every launch I've done BFL1, SAN3, GYR1. Each time, the first week, you almost do nothing. And you get paid for it. And you get in a 5-star hotel. And they paying for your food. And they paying for your gas. And they paying for your flight if you got to fly. I have a vlog. It's called, what's it? I forgot. Oh, man, I got so many vlogs. If you look at my page, it's something about a away team. But in the picture on the thumbnail, it's me in the mirror just smiling or something like that. I take you guys on that journey. It shows me getting on the plane. It shows me going to my rental car, the hotel, all that stuff. Like literally, the away team is the best experience I've had, best work experience, period. Only thing that can kind of compare to that a little bit was a vlog I'm going to do called The Easiest Job I've Ever Worked. It was security. You sleep on the site. You got a TV in there, a bed, like easiest job ever. But the away team, hands down, one of the best experience I've ever experienced in my work history, hands down, easy. I'm sure you would agree. Let them know. Tell them that's a fact. If you can go on the away team, I would definitely take advantage of that. Bro, I finished my second DAT training in San Diego. Powwow, Poway, Amazon warehouse. I'm working for a third-party driver. Okay, got you. Congrats. That's a good thing, right? Kill it. Take advantage of it. You get some extra work and stack up, handle that and kill that. That's what I'm talking about, my dude. Congrats on that. LGB3 in the building. Shout out to LGB3. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Hey, it snowed in Fontana. Can't believe I had to clear out snow in my yard. I used to live in Fontana. That's crazy. It's never snowed once I lived out there in Fontana. It used to snow in like what's that city called? It's past Fontana. It's called. Look, I left Cali and forgot everything out there. I wasn't trying to think of nothing. Like, yo, I'm gone. I literally forgot that place. Anyways, it snowed. I was in, we had Big Bear right there. Victorville, it used to snow every now and then and get ice and stuff up there. But in Fontana, that's what's up. That's what's up. Chris, sup, SB, incoming L5 at DJ Z6. That's what's up. Let's go. We got some L5s in the building. Let's go. I'm telling you, there's some seniors in here. What's up? But shout out to you, Chris. Congrats on that. Kill it, my dude. What's your goal? I'm sure it's the ops, right? Because I know. What was that noise? Am I tripping? Did I hear it? Look, I'm tripping. I need to drink water. I've been slacking on my water. But Chris, is your goal for an ops manager? You trying to go for that L6 or are you trying to go higher than that? My goal was that L6 for a minute. So you already at that 5. Congrats, my guy. Congrats. Took you 3 days. That's what's up. Congratulations on that. We got VTO all week, but VET for night at Rich 1. That's what's up. You taking that VTO all week? What you doing though? You feel me? You gonna take it? If you do take it, like I say, use your VTO responsibly. I'm gonna have to make that a vlog. I need to write that down, but I'm not trying to leave the screen to go right on my little board over there. And I'm not trying to turn the camera around to see the board because you can see everything else in here. I ain't trying to do that. But I usually keep notes with me. It's all good. Use your VTO responsibly because you never know what's gonna happen. I'm just saying, we in some times where we need to make sure we have money saved up. So if you're able to use that VTO, run it. You feel me? Like we need to rest too. We need to have fun. We need to enjoy our families as well. but we need to do it responsibly in these times. But shout out to Sir Breezy, Sir Breeze. Hey, take advantage of it. Sacramento was offering 2 weeks off of. Look at that, all these buildings, and that's something too. A lot of buildings, from what I've heard, people been hitting me up about their buildings saying, "Yo, 2 weeks VTO." Now that is not new. That is something that it didn't happen last year or the year before that. But when I first came to Amazon, they were on that. They was offering that type of VTO. But the crazy thing is the headcount back then was hundreds of thousands headcount lower than what it is today. So I'm pretty sure, I think we're going to see an increase on that. When I came, they was talking about they were giving people months of VTO, or I think it was a month VTO. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it has happened before for sure. Shout out to my guy Twin. That's a fact. If you haven't, I didn't even say that. I usually have my little thing. Let me cut that on. Where is it at? If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the like button for your boy. Okay, now I'll get back to the comments. All right, so yeah, if y'all haven't hit the like button yet, be sure to hit the like button. The reason why, that helps the video out in the algorithm so it can spread and all that good stuff. So go ahead, show your boy some support. If you enjoy, hit that like button. Shout out to you, Twin. Good looking on that. Never knew SB was an Inland Empire boy. Everybody from LA is moving here. I was born in Pomona and I lived there. And you know how people like, Pomona is LA County. It is technically, that's a fact. It is. But my livelihood, it was all in the IE. That's for sure. So shout out to IE. I went to Kaiser High School. I don't know if you know where that's at. That's in Fontana. I lived in Southridge. You feel me? Shout out to Southridge. Oh yeah, I was all in the Inland Empire. That was my stumping grounds right there for sure. Fresno, shout out to Fresno in the building. Okay, you're in Doc Decant, was trained in Stowe in simple counting. My manager is that person. I just don't want to, I don't want to say the name, but it was that person for now. Her manager is that person. I work Thursday through Saturday, 12 hours. Okay, so that's what RT? You're on an RT shift. I could not, I don't even understand y'all. You feel me? I was like, they crazy. You feel me? 3 days, 12 hours. I thought that was crazy. Now that's what I do now. But in the warehouse, I was like, yo, y'all crazy. But it's only, everybody used to be like, well, it's only 3 days. I'm like, yeah, but it take you 3 days to recover from that. You feel me? Like you on your feet all day for 12 hours, packing. I was in pack, so they'll be packing. I was like, whew, that's what's up, man. Hey. So Cynthia, keep holding it down. You killing it over there. I may be crazy, but Amazon largest warehouse is being constructed in Ontario. I suspect a few FCs may close in the Empire and put more traffic in the new Ontario site. That could happen. When you look at the last few videos I did about the Amazon shutting down, they did say that they were closing that one, the older one, down in that area. So I could definitely see that happening. But the only thing that I would counter with that's Cali. You feel me? The Inland Empire alone is a beast. But you're right, because that's Ontario. And then I was at LGB3, which is Eastvale. That's right around the corner. You hop on a 15 and merge over to the 10 and you right in Ontario. You right there by the mills. So do I think they'll close any out there down? Probably not. Cali is so many people out there. The Inland Empire, I believe, is like over 1 million people. Or is that San Bernardino County? San Bernardino County. Whatever the thing is, whatever the case is, it's so many people out there. They might be able to sustain that. But you never know. Hunter, shout out to Hunter. Thank you so much for tuning in. It says, I quit my DSP on Tuesday because I got attacked in a nice neighborhood for delivering. Very scary to just work, and you never know what can happen. My safety comes first. What did you get attacked by? A human or like a dog? What happened? Definitely would like to hear more on that. That's a fact though. Like I said, I've had situations where when I've walked onto somebody's property, it was low key like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Like it was tension. It was tension a few times making deliveries. I hope it wasn't with a person, That's not cool at all, and that sucks. You know what I mean? But let me know, what was that? Was it from a human? Was it from a like animal, a dog chase or something like that? Callie said, Uncle Jeff said most companies peak at 30 years. He knows that all must come to an end. That's a fact. And he even said he made his shirt, he made it clear. He was talking about Amazon. He says Amazon is not too big to fail. And you're right. Look, did you Google it? Because that's exactly what he was saying. He knows all companies, big companies, must come to an end. But you know what I mean? I think the only thing that's sustaining is AWS. That's the big question mark in my book. How long do they use funds to fund the fulfillment center? Do they have to? You know what I mean? Like, y'all, if y'all haven't seen that video I made where it says why I think more layoffs are coming, you might want to see that. And please explain to me if I'm missing something. I don't want to think or, think layoffs are going to come. Let me know. You know what I mean? But just the evidence that they've put out and I've kind of pieced together, it don't look good. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, Uncle Jeff said it. He said out of his own mouth, you Google it. If you just tuning in, go Google it. He didn't say this recently, but he did say Amazon, there will be a day where Amazon goes bankrupt. And he was the one who was here during the heart, like as the heart of the operation. So I think he would know. In a video where I did speak of him saying that and showed the articles, he said that a few times. I wonder what he thinks today. I'm sure, you know what I mean? Like, is it soon? Hey, Unc, what's up? Hey, Uncle Jeff, what's the time limit we got now? Because he said this in 2016, 17 back then. I wonder what he thinks now. But I also said in that same video, he's not going to talk about that. Imagine if he came to the press. That's why I didn't put it in that video. Does Amazon have layoffs? Because I didn't want that to go viral and I have to deal with any consequences for that. But if he spoke on that and he said that now, that would, in my opinion, hit Amazon stock. They can't have that right now. So, but I do wonder what he thinks. And Cali, that's a fact. That's crazy. Ain't that crazy? Like, nobody even can fathom it falling, especially when I first talked about it. I had so many people in the comment sections. Oh, but they broke it down to an equation how Amazon will never go under. Now I'm begging somebody, hey, go watch that video and tell me how I'm wrong. Like, I don't want to think about that. You know what I mean? I still work here. Den 8, receive VTO being offered here pretty much every day. I've been taking about 5 hours a week. That's all I can afford to take off because I got bills to pay. That's a fact, Catherine. That's what's up. Like I said, I'm not against people taking VTO. Do it responsibly. You know what I mean? And at this time, if you're not working 2 jobs right now, and you're able to, I would try to hold off on the VTO just because we don't know what's next. You feel me? We are getting hit everywhere almost every week with something. Prices going up, trains blowing up. You feel me? Buildings. Wow. You know what I mean? People. It's just getting crazy out here. So we need to, in my opinion, try to make sure we got money stashed up for whatever, just in case. Callie, did you go through career choice? If you did, you can get the offer. I don't think they offer that no more, though. Do they offer that still? I heard they don't offer that no more. Somebody said that on one of the prior videos. Because somebody was saying, like, yo, take the offer and they give you like, 8,000 or 3,000, something like that. And somebody was like, nah, they don't do that no more. I don't know if that's correct. I might have to ask that to my HR and see what's up with that. Yeah, that's a couple of thousand that you can get right there. Not all of them are lazy. You're talking about HR, that's a fact. There hasn't been any VTO in my building since September. RDU1. Shout out to my guy. And that's a good sign. If your building is not giving no VTO, that's not a bad sign. That's a good sign. That means there's a lot of volume there. That means there's work. People don't, they're not trying to adjust for low volume, and your building is still getting volume. That's good. The last thing you want is to be, me. Now, I'll say me personally. If I was still in the warehouse and I see my building giving out 2 weeks VTO, I know I wouldn't be taking it. You feel me? I'd be like, y'all gonna have to force me about it here. I ain't going nowhere. You feel me? But for those of you guys where your building has no VTO, that is a good sign. That's good. SB, do you know how it takes to get included for a position. I applied for a learning trainer, but they put me under consideration for now. I'm dealing with that right now, my guy, with me. Actually, I've been dealing with that for the last 6 months. I made 2 videos, I believe. No, I made 1 video when I first put in to be a manager, an AM manager. It was like 6 months ago. It was under consideration for like 4 months. Actually, it was under consideration for like 5 months, but they ended up closing it and all that stuff. And they just never like decided to put, we're not going to go with you. I had to pull that one because it was just sitting there. And then I applied for another one. And that was like 3 months ago. And it says still under consideration. You know what I mean? So for me, what I'm going for, AM, I think it's a little bit worse than a learning trainer. And that may depend on your building if it's really needed at this time, or it's so many different variables when it comes to that. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you're under consideration, I would just keep looking for something else, or try to go talk to, man, who would you talk to? You can Chime, or I don't know if you're on Chime or if you're on Slack, but the hiring manager, reach out to them, you know what I mean, to try to get some information as well. But that's the only thing. It's not really too much that we can do, because I'm in that same boat right now. So here's a funny thing regarding the FC possible layoffs. They are still opening new FCs. Which ones though? Like fulfillment centers? Which fulfillment center? I know we had somebody who said one in Ontario. Like maybe brand new ones, but if they are opening ones, that's what's up. Even in their press release, they said they're strategically still trying to open up new ones that are in strategic places where they probably need to be. But you know how many FCs are still on hold that's built? You know what I mean? But it's still on hold. They haven't opened yet. I don't know what's going on. You feel me? It's a whole lot going on, and I don't know what's going on. That's why I always just try to say, look, just prepare. That's one thing we can only control what's in our power to control. And the main thing we need to control is preparedness. Is that the word, preparedness? No, it's not, but it is tonight. How do we prepare? We need to save money. We need to make sure our resume is good and start to scout for something else just in case. Don't jump ship. Don't leave Amazon. I'm not leaving. You feel me? They're going to have to give me the boot. They're going to have to put me on the edge. You feel me? Kick me off. They're going to have to ply my fingers. Each one going to be holding on. You feel me? I ain't letting go of the ship unless it goes down. And even when it goes down, Titanic, when they just sitting there, I'm sitting there. I need to make sure it goes under all the way before I get off. But one thing is still crazy. Yes, if they are opening something, that's crazy, because they still got something that they still got on hold. I don't know what's going on, but I know I'm going to prepare, because you know how many people who's a part of that layoff who was not prepared. We don't want to be in that ship, That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you so much for tuning in, Nick 9. My managers are great, but they don't offer full-time here unless you're an L3. You don't get full-time unless you're an L3? That don't sound like a fulfillment center. Is that like the delivery station? That's crazy. Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's wild right there. DET7. I'm not sure where that's at, but man, that's crazy, my dude. I hope you guys can get more hours, or can hopefully get into an FC where you can get more hours, because full-time hours, that's needed right now in this economy that we're in. That's a fact. Dusk, shout out to Dusk. What it do? Thank you for tuning in. It says, bro, I remember one of the PAs finding it weird that I would be so professional whenever I use Chime. People don't realize the performance of online chats sometimes. Be careful. You feel me? On Chime, you can't delete Chime. At least on Slack, you can delete it. But I'm sure somebody above can bring it back or see what was deleted. Chime, I'm telling you, I still have screenshots. Not from me trying to blackmail nobody, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you don't know. Be careful what you write in them Chime chat. Problem solvers, that was the thing. Problem solvers would have their own chats and be talking crazy. I would know gossip. Something would just happen, and then 2 minutes later, the whole problem solved chat is talking about it, and this happened on the other side of the building, and they talking crazy. You got to be careful what you putting in these chat rooms. Please be careful because it don't get deleted on, especially on Chime for sure. GUR1, if you're applying here, they hired 48 temps, white badges. Once they were trained, 3 days later they were fired. Oh, they fired just as many Amazonians. It's funny. It's looking iffy in these Amazon streets out here. It's looking iffy. That right there, that sounds iffy. And you were in damage land. Were you nights or days? Because I think I went to damage land before because I was with the PA. So I'm pretty sure we did like a tour of everything. So I was on nights. I wonder if you were on nights. If so, we probably could have seen each other and didn't even know. You know, well, of course you didn't know. I didn't have this channel. I did have this channel. I was supposed to start this channel for that away team, and I didn't. I had cold feet. I was scared to talk on camera, but look at me now. Alan, shout out to Alan. I applied for a lot of away teams. No response on any. Did you talk to your manager about it though? Your manager does play a part. Your ops plays a part. So talk to them as well. Because you definitely should be able to get in, especially if you applied to a lot. I would definitely try to talk to them to see if they can get you in. Not if they can get you in, because it has to be open. But just to, I would just ask them about it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, is there any way I can get on the away team and see what they say? But shout out to you for tuning in, Alan. I hope you can be a part of a away team. Continue to talk to your HR to see which ones are open and continue to open. Continue to put in for it and continue to talk to your manager about it. So at least your manager knows, like, oh, okay, he's, you're on her head about it and you really want to go. So hopefully you can go. Because I'm telling you, those away teams, it's lit. That's really one of the reasons. That's one of the things that like impacted me. Like I was living, like I got some vlogs coming up. One is called My Journey to Becoming a Homeowner, because I've had a few questions about people asking about my home ownership process. What did I do? Somebody asked me like how much I paid for my mortgage. So I'm going to intertwine all that stuff into that vlog. But my home is a new build home. And I wasn't even thinking about getting a new build home. I wasn't even thinking about getting, always had the thought. It was like I'm going to save up, or I'm going to try to get everything right to get a home. You know what I mean? Like, let me get my credit right and prepare. But I didn't like think like, yo, I'm about to get a brand new home built from the ground up type thing. But when I went on the away team, I remember I lived in the hood, my God. You feel me? I lived in the hood, 1 bedroom in the hood. So going on that away team, that's one thing that it did. It changed my mindset. I remember coming home from the away team. It was probably after the first week in Bakersfield. I came in, I was like, I remember like it was yesterday. I stopped the door and was like, yo, I have to live like this. Like, I can't just do this. This is great for the away team, but I have to have my life. This has to be my life. Like to feel good to come home. You know what I mean? It felt like it was like a penthouse or something, So, yeah, you want to go. It's definitely it should spark something in you. But keep pressing your manager about that. I don't even work at Amazon no more, but I love your videos. Bring back memories from when I used to be a stower. Hey, Kato Virgo. Wait, is it Virgo? Kato Scorpio. No, I'm playing. Kato Virgo said she used to be a stower. That's what's up. That's what I started out with too. Shout out to you, Kato Virgo. And thank you so much too. I'm glad that you still tune in. That's one thing I've been getting a lot of people saying too, like, yo, I don't even work there no more, but I still watch your videos. So I'm actually going to be adding more content because I'm going to be posting more. If you think I post a lot now, I'm going to post more due to the fact I have more time. And I'm going to do more videos just talking about other stuff. Like I have a vlog coming out. What's it called? Just different things, but just stay tuned. Be sure to hit the notification bell, because I want to just cover more stuff than just Amazon. I'm still going to push the same amount of Amazon videos, but on the other days that I wouldn't usually post, I will be posting other content, but life type stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like some random stuff. It's going to be like about life, all that good stuff. Like I said, I got some vlogs where I want to talk about different topics, but then also different experiences in my life, all that good stuff. But thank you so much, Kay, for still tuning in. Definitely appreciated. Eddie said, so as far as white badges are concerned right now, An FC center must operate with 20% white badges before converting any to blue. My dude Eddie, Eddie got the details. He down to the percentage. That's what's up, Eddie. He said it must operate with 20% before converting any to blue. This is a network standard right now. My dude Eddie is plugged in. That's what's up. I didn't know that, but that's what's up. Makes sense. ORF2, VA in the building. Shout out to ORF2. That's what's up. That's what's up. I used to live in Claremont. Okay, we got another IE resident in the building. I remember when I was young, I used to be like a skater when I was young. I don't remember how I got into skating. I think it was because of Kareem Campbell. But I used to be in Claremont. They had a skate park out there. I don't know if it's still there. This was like when I was younger. But Claremont was lit. Claremont was lit. It was written. You got some money. Your family got some money because I heard Claremont. It was always real nice out there. It was different. So shout out to you. Shout out to the IE in the building. That's what's good. Charlie, what it do, Charlie? How's it going? It's going great over here. I am just glad to be alive. You feel me? I'm feeling blessed. Got a roof over my head. You feel me? I got some water. I need some. My lips is chapped, throat dry. I need to drink more water. I've been slacking on my water since I've been out here in Arizona, and it's not a good thing, but I need to drink some water. UKIPA, shout out to UKIPA in the building. I don't know where that's at. I work in Texas. SSL TV, shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And who was it? Zelda? Zelda, thank you so much for tuning in as well. Appreciate the comment. And appreciate you holding it down for the Inland Empire. That's what's up. He says, so I work in Texas and we had a tornado today, extra rain and wind. Yeah, that's wild. That's where C11 is from too. And I remember the first time we talked, he was like, oh yeah, it's like a tornado that happened right now. I was like, wait, what? You good, bro? Like, he's, oh yeah. It's just, I'm like, nah, that don't sound normal. What you mean? Like, so shout out to Texas. Y'all dealing with tornadoes and stuff. Man, that's wild. But I'm glad you safe, SSL TV. And you work out there too. Be safe out in that weather, my guy. Be safe out there for sure. I'm glad you safe right now. Perfect Gematria Decode says VTO to recover your body and strength. Facts. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's when I say use it responsibly. That's a responsible way to use it. Even if you just want to go have fun or be with your family is responsible too, long as you're not doing it in a way to where you're hurting your pockets. I know a lot of people that no matter what, when I used to be stoned, literally, whoever, somebody next to me, we chopping it up all day. They be complaining about their bills and complaining about this and complaining about that. And they ain't got the money for that. Soon as VTO is spoken of, I'll take it. I thought I'll see you tomorrow. It's like, yo, y'all wild. So if you letting your body rest or you're just being responsible with it, you're good. I'm all for VTO. Responsibly though, Me, I can't take no VTO. You feel me? I mean, I can, but I haven't. The last time I took VTO was probably like 2 years. No, not 2 years. Almost 2 years ago. Like I'm saying, I've been in a situation where I've needed all my money since I've been out here. You know what I mean? Like I need the money to buy the house. Then I need the money to put some stuff in it. You know what I mean? Then I need the money to sustain it. There's a whole nother level of finances I got to keep up with now. So I can't really afford it like that. But no, like I said, y'all take the VTO if you need it, just use it responsibly. I was told Amazon holds VTO against you. From my knowledge, I've never heard of that. And I've heard some real inside stuff. Like I said, I was a PA. I know people now who's up here and up here and up here. I've never heard that before. That don't mean it's not happening now. You know what I mean? But I don't know why they would hold that against you if they offer it. You know what I mean? But I could be wrong. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But from when I was in the building, they wasn't holding that against you. Can that change? I mean, maybe. I have had comments where it said, what did it say? It said that they were trying to mark something. I don't know. I don't really remember what the comment said. I don't even want to try to misquote what they said, but I'm not saying that can't be a possibility. If you got some info on that, definitely would love for you to share that. Pomona in the house. Hey, yep. I used to stay out there just for that's. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Pomona. You feel me? Shout out to Fontana. Shout out to Riverside. Shout out to Rancho. Shout out to all the Cali. Shout out to Inland Empire for sure. I loved it out there. Alan said, any tips on resumes for becoming an L3? Snaps. Are you already an ambassador? If so, man, hit me on Instagram. I'll send you mine. I'll send you mine, bro. Don't even trip. Everybody I've sent my resume, the person that helped me write it was a hiring manager. So even when it came to the L1 stuff, the thing with Amazon, they love metrics, they love numbers. So they kind of worded my ambassador classes and all that stuff with metrics. So when I let other people use it, they even told me like, yo, when I got the interview, they were like, yo, we were impressed with your resume, all that good stuff. So if you need some help with your resume, if at least if you have an ambassador on there or some other, hit me up on Instagram. Don't trip. We'll chop it up if I can help. If you have any of the things that I have on mine, I'll send it to you. Copy it. You put your numbers in it. You feel me? Don't lie on the numbers or nothing like that. But long as you identify one of those things, then go ahead and, you can use the structure that I use for mine. It's all good. Shout out to you, Alan. Thank you for tuning in. Silent Wolf said, man, a rabbit. Julio, what it do? I work in the FC in LA that does the same day delivery, and Flex Driver does the same day delivery. Amazon is doing the most. They're gonna be like, yo, we'll deliver in 20 minutes. You feel me? We're gonna pull up. They're gonna try to do everything they can do to keep these customers. Amazon has loyal customers. That's a fact. When I was on a delivery, it's crazy how I can go down a certain street and I know which houses I'm gonna hit. That's some loyalty right there. You know what I mean? And they take pride in it. There's people that spoke to me when I was on my delivery. I've been ordering for Amazon for 12 years, every day, every Friday. It just go on. I just started blurring out. And I'm just looking like, they do got some loyal supporters, which is one of the reasons why I think they really take action when there's some uproar with the company, because they don't want to lose their customer loyalty. They do got some loyal customers. That's a fact. But one day delivery, yep, that's wild. They're gonna start cutting it down to hours. It's gonna get crazy. Callybone said career choice is how I'm getting my CDL. Yep, Zell is too. Like I said, keep me posted on that, because you may have to hop on the channel and give us some info on that. Only for career choice, they give the offer to what? Yeah, that's crazy. It used to be for everybody. Whoever just didn't want to work at Amazon ever again, you could never get hired for them again. They had a thing called the offer. They'll buy you out. Like, all right, here you go. You can never work here again. That's crazy. What up, Chris? It says how I heard new AMs will most likely be placed on nights. Is that true? My starting date is June 19th. Kind of nervous about potential graveyard shift. My site is a delivery station in New Jersey. You heard? New Jersey, son. No, that ain't how they say it. I've always tried to do the New Jersey accent. I just ain't got it. But shout out to you, Chris, for tuning in. The way that it goes usually is business need. If nights need a manager, you're going to be a nights manager. If days need a manager, you never know. The person who's been doing good on nights may go to days, and you may go to nights. So I've seen it. Have I seen new managers go straight to day shift? They do. They have a lot of managers that go straight to day shift. I just think it goes by business need and just how that building is operating when it comes to the politics. You, my friend, as an L4, my dude Chris, you gonna see these. Comment back on my channel in 4 months. It may not even take that long. I would love to hear. Well, you can't. You're gonna be signing an NDA, but the politics that you're gonna be dealing with. I hope you don't have that type of. Well, I hope you're in a building where it's not a strong politics. You know what I mean? And I hope you have an amazing experience. But I have seen a lot of politics, man. But hopefully everything goes well. But when it comes to that question, I think it just goes by business need from what I've seen, unless, like I said, they want to put somebody else there. You know what I mean? That can go so many different type of ways. It kind of just depends on the situation of your building. Callie Bone said career choice gives you a tuition balance, then you apply to a school that supports. Nice. I didn't know that. Okay, that's what's up. Nick Nine said, my AM said the other day that it's difficult to get promoted internally, and it's common for people to quit then apply for the position. I've heard that. I've never seen that. It's so funny because I've heard that a lot. Oh yeah, gang of people quit and then and then they get hired and they ride off into the sunset and everything's great. But I ain't seen that. You feel me? And I ain't gonna be the one to try. I was thinking like, man, maybe I should just quit and then come back. They gonna be like, all right, bye. A lock. You feel me? We ain't letting this crazy dude back up in here. I'm not gonna try it, but I've heard that, but I've never seen it. But and I'm talking about quitting and then reapplying to get the better position. I've never seen that, but I've heard it a lot. Now, when it comes to the difficulty of getting promoted internally, yeah, I would attest to that. I think it comes eventually for some, for most. I would say most or some. I can't even say most. It's just, you hit turbulence when that's true. I think in my experience, that is true. I was somebody who was in the warehouse trying to get to that L4. Something happened. You feel me? I broke records in my building. You feel me? I did a lot. I wasn't an average PA. That's one reason why I still got a vlog. I'm recording it this week. It's on my list. How Amazon broke my heart. It's under the I quit video. It's under stop comparing yourself. It's on there. So that should be coming out. How Amazon broke my heart within the next week and a half max. And I do talk about not the I did everything possible, created projects, broke records, encouraged, work culture and our floor, everything that I could do. And it didn't happen. You know what I mean? So what the reason was, I don't know. And I know if I would have kept shooting for it eventually, I would have got in, but it does seem to get a little rough from that transition going into that L3 to an L4. But when it comes to that L3 position, 99% of the PAs that I've come across have all been internally promoted. Rarely have I seen one. I've seen one PA who was promoted from outside the building to be a PA. One. And I was a PA for 2 years? And one PA, yeah, only one PA was externally. Now, when it comes to the AMs, a gang of them. That's a good video. This is a good video topic right here. When it comes to, like I said, the PAs, 99% have all been internal hires. For AMs, every AM that I had, my first AM, she was an internal hire. My second AM, he was external. My third AM, external. My fourth AM, external. A lot of my AMs were external. Yeah, I think we onto something here. But that's not new though. That's one thing that has been talked about in the Amazon streets. You feel me? Was why are we getting so many externals here? You feel me? We got a gang of people right here who's qualified, who meet the qualifications. Okay, they don't have a degree. Bet it's a gang of people who waited out 2 years to get that position. Mm-hmm. That's a good topic. I might have to do a vlog on that, or just chop this part of the live and use it for a vlog. Julio said, my site offers a lot of VET. That's what's up. Sounds like y'all, I don't want to say secure, but sounds like a good position to be in. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. I would take advantage of that if your body is able, mentally, if you're able, I would try to collect on that before hopefully no slowdown hits and then it's not available, Hunter said, I got attacked by a grown 6'1" Caucasian man, and he tried to take my keys out of the ignition. I had the Florida van out of the neighborhood, so I quit. You want to know what's crazy? Somebody else, that same thing, they didn't try to take the key out of the ignition, but they had a gun on them. And they weren't even on the block no more. They left. It was a female, you know what I mean? She was black, left the block And then the car like literally chased her down, cut her off in the middle of the street to talk about why are you what going off on her while having his hand, because his gun was on his hip. I think it's an open carry state. And this is, this person is going to tell this story. And we might, I don't know if she wants to, but she might tell the story on this channel as well. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry you had to go through that. And it's like, yo, what the audacity of people, like, why can't people just work? Why can't, like, who does anybody think they are to go to somebody while they're working and threaten them, or to try to lay some type of authority down? You know what I mean? I'm glad you made it out of that safe. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. I'm glad you made it out of that. And by you leaving the job, I'm glad that you did do that. And it sucks that people got to go through that. So I'm sorry you had to go through that, but I'm glad you made it out of that. I hope you get something even 10 times better for sure. Callie said, no incline in California. We have been inclined out of state. Even then, it's not promised. Some AAs inclined. That's a fact. Some people do get an incline and be happy waiting for what? Was it 90 days? Will your incline last? And then after that, the incline's a wrap. You know what I mean? So you're right. Man, yeah, it's crazy. And then how is it now? You feel me? With the hiring freezes and trying to cut costs, how is it now? Crazy. Let's see. Callie's Bones said, never BS on chime. Don't do it. I can't even say. I can't even say. But I've seen somebody do that and then regret it massively. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Especially if you in a main chat, you feel me? Like if you got like don't do that. Don't BS on chime, because there's people watching that you don't think is watching. That's a fact. That's why I don't even play games online. Right now, I'll say stuff, but it's a limit. You feel me? I'm not gonna just wild out. I'm not gonna sit here and show y'all stuff. Hey, look what I ain't gonna do that. Why? There's eyes here. You feel me? Like, even though it's just my experience, this and that. You feel me? You just never know who's watching. So be careful with that. Oh, you were on days. Okay, yeah. I was on nights. Was I on nights? Yeah, I was on nights. But was the away team not fire? Or did you not have a bad or did you have a bad experience? I doubt that you had a bad experience because you went to like 4 of them. But is the away team not one of the dopest things? To me, it was. What you think? I thought it was dope. Everybody that I knew that went on the away team, we all had a blast. And everybody was like, yo, I gotta go on all the away teams. It's a paid vacation. Facts. But you gotta put in the work, but you getting paid. Hotel getting paid, car getting paid, gas getting paid. I loved it. SB, so glad I finally caught one of your live broadcasts. Enjoyed it immensely and looking forward to chatting again soon. Eddie, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the support, and I'm glad that you had a good time chilling with us. Everybody that's in the building, if you have not yet, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps the video out when it comes to the algorithm and all that stuff. And even when my videos come out that I do post, for those of you guys that like and comment, that does help the video. So thank you guys so much for that, for sure. My FC was converting white badges to blue badges after week 1. Sheesh. Yeah, that's quick right there. SB, we just love you. Keep everyone up to date. God bless you. Thank you. Annette, thank you so much. God bless you too. I'm trying. Like I said, one of the reasons why I made this page was for motivation. You know what I mean? In all areas, in the workplace, in life, and in wherever else that I can be motivating at. So I'm glad that people are benefiting from it. I'm glad you benefit from it. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate that for sure. Annette. Thank you so much. I just had my PA interview today and I was nervous, crossed my fingers. I was nervous too. And I was like, yo, you good. Like, don't even trip. Don't trip, bro. This is the promotion I waited for. The interviews can be nervous, so don't feel like, you know what I mean, alone. But one thing that somebody told me who was a hiring manager at once and who was at the L6 at the time was like, listen, if they giving you an interview, most they're looking for reasons to hire you, not to deny you. Um, but I've known a lot of people who didn't get the job. You know what I mean? But you're good. You feel me? Like you did it. You feel me? You did it by you even having by you even having an interview. That's more than 90% of the people. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even get to that point. So, congrats to you. I hope you get it. I can't wait to see your message and your comment on one of the videos like ASB. Remember how I said I did the interview? Guess who the new PA for Inbound? Let's go. We gonna celebrate now. You feel me? Congrats on your promotion. That's what I'm talking about. And kill it. Shoot. All right, we got Eddie. He said, if your FC has the demand, then definitely they will convert. It's all about the business needs. That's a fact. That is a fact. It is about business needs for sure. Is your building giving write-ups to people who clock in and out more than 5 minutes? Mine does right now. People like me used to clock in 20. Oh yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. We didn't give write-ups, but they would talk to them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, bow. Give you a little, don't do that. Don't do that. They didn't smack your hands, but they would talk to you. But write-ups now, like I said, they be careful. It looks, in my opinion, they're looking for stuff. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't play with that. Clock in on time, clock out on time. Leave your thing for break on time. Come back from break on time. Do your rate at least. You know what I mean? At least hit rate. Do good on your quality. I think we need to be on guard from now to the end of the year. You feel me? The tables have turned. I've said it before this happened. I said it at the end of last year. I said, listen, it's going to be a time where they don't need all these workers. People was able to walk around with earpods and, you feel me, looking at their cell phones and taking selfies, doing whatever they wanted to do because it was peak, because they needed the head count. They had commercials trying to get workers, all that stuff. They don't need that right now. You feel me? So it's like, it look like they on a hunt. You feel me? They walking around. You feel me? It's Debo in this place. Bike squeaking, looking at everybody. You feel me? So from now to the end of the year, we need to be on point, doing stuff by the book to avoid any situation with our job. This is our livelihood. And I think I said it on a vlog, or it wasn't the last live because I haven't been live for like 2 weeks due to what happened last week. Oh, I shot the video last week, I think it was. So it's been a busy 2 weeks, but I don't work on the delivery side no more, so I'll be doing more. Where was I going with that though? My fault, y'all. Oh, we need to be on point because one thing I did notice, like I said, I don't go on Facebook much. I check my Facebook. I got like 5,000 friends on there. I don't post, but I watch. So I went on there just to watch. And then I randomly just came across a nice amount of people talking about, yo, it's tough for me to get a job right now. Yo, and then, like a lot of people were saying that. This was in California. You feel me? Like there's thousands of companies and businesses out there. I'm like, yo, I can't play with my job. I'm in Arizona. You feel me? The job market out here ain't it. I mean, it's a blessing. Don't get me wrong. It ain't Cali. It's thousands and thousands. California, I didn't know how big it was until I moved to Arizona and I did the away team for San 3 and I came back. I was like, yo, it feels like I live in like a scrub in the desert. Like there's nothing out here compared to San Diego. Every single block and turn, there's thousands of houses, big old buildings. So if we can't play, especially if you don't live in a California, if you don't live in the city, you can't be playing with your job, because if it's like that in Cali, imagine in the smaller cities. You feel me? I don't want to take that chance. I don't want any of you guys to take that chance as well. So we're going to stay on point. Weird part at my FC SSD site. Oh, they're a delivery station, but they call it dispatch. We got dispatchers on our DSP as well. Shout out to the dispatchers. You feel me? That's tuned in. There was an AM that worked in the delivery station, but his job experience was bookstore manager, but he got hired. Yo, the person who got me hired is real close to me. they were telling me to come work for Amazon before I worked at Amazon. And we got on the salary. I was like, well, how much you make? It was like, yeah, I'm over six figures. I'm over 100,000. I was like, psh, wait, what? Because I always used to be like, Amazon, straight, I'm good. Because they told me a few times, and for some reason I was like, nah, I'm cool. But this time, once he said that, I was like, whoa, man, you feel me? But he was like, but I have a degree. I was like, I don't have a degree. I dropped out of college. Vlog on that coming soon. I actually do have that on the list. But don't drop out. Stay in school, kids. No, but he has his degree. Oh, I asked him, I was like, snaps. Well, what you got? I'm thinking his degrees in, finance or something like this, something like that. The degree was film. But it don't matter. It's a degree. You feel me? My old ops at GYR1, her degree was like music. It's a degree, so they really love school. They honor education. So, yeah, that's not surprising. I came across that a lot as well. and like not just like you said, he was a store manager, but he got hired because he had his degree. I know people who wasn't even a store manager, came straight out of college, first job. You feel me? Like those are story after story when it comes to that. But they had a degree. So I know it's crazy, but it happens a lot, especially at Amazon. That's a fact. It says as long as you have a degree, you are hired despite your experience. See, I didn't even see that yet, John, but John is right. That's a fact. It says, John said, enjoy your live, but you touch on true topics. Thank you much, John. I try to. And that's one thing I want to do on the live that's different. I want to touch on current events too. A lot of stuff that's going on. We got a lot of stuff going on in our country, a lot of stuff going on in the world. I definitely want to touch on that as well. But I try to, and I try not just to touch it. I try to be balanced with it. Give this side, give that side. You know what I mean? And try to hit it from all angles. I try my best. But thank you much, John. I appreciate that for real. Julio said, I'm interested in working my way up at Amazon. That's what's up. It's definitely opportunity at Amazon. Don't get me wrong. Even though I have a video, it's on the top video of my profile. If you haven't seen it yet, if you click on video, no, if you click on home on my page, the top video is called Why I Quit Climbing the Ladder at Amazon. Now, if you want to climb the ladder, that's honorable. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. I think Amazon is a great spot to climb the ladder. Why do I think that? Because you don't need a degree to do it. I didn't have a degree. And I could have, continued that pursuit. You do have to wait 2 years. I was cool with that, though. I got into the PA position and stayed there, was handling business, was learning a lot there to run it as an AM. But when you climb up that ladder, you are going to have politics. You are going to have, I call it turbulence. You feel me? Like, especially at all jobs, when you're climbing that ladder, and especially if it's a lot of people, you have to, it's certain things that you then are going to start to deal with. You're going to deal with people grouping up, you know what I mean? And people, it's like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like it, you know what I mean? Every time I've seen it and encountered it, it's like, ugh, this is, ugh. You feel me? Like, I'm going to stay over here, but kill it. Do people do it? They do it. But just be aware, it will be tough, but it can be done. I've seen it done hundreds of times, so you can do it. I think it is a good opportunity, but you have to prepare. Also, don't let it change you. Amazon changes people. That's a fact. Amazon changes people. How many times have I seen somebody come in with just, happy, joy, lucky, and then all of a sudden, 6 months later, they almost another person. You know what I mean? So be careful. Be careful when you're climbing up the ladder, but it can be done. And Chris, I think, let me see. Well, I'm gonna get down to that in a minute. D says, just found your channel. I love the videos. Definitely very informal. And thank you. And especially because tomorrow's my last day of training. Let's go. Shout out to you, D. I'm glad that you found the channel, and I'm glad that you enjoy the videos. I definitely try to put this out there to encourage and give information. So to hear that, is super dope. And thank you for the support for sure, for sure. Moonlight 26, thank you so much for tuning in. It says, as of today, I found out that my delivery station fired or transferred 15 seasonal white badges. Luckily, I'm a blue badge and been getting first and second place in stowing and pick and stage. Oh, so you're in the station. You're not the delivery driver. So that's different. Yeah, because that's Amazon. It says, I found out that my delivery station fired or transferred 15 seasonal white badges. That's a lot. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's something going on. It's a lot of stuff moving. It's a lot of activity taking place at Amazon. That's a perfect way to say it. It is a lot of activity. I would say stay on your toes, because we don't know how this goes. We don't know what's going to happen, but stay on your toes, because it's a lot of activity that's out of from what we've been used to. Like somebody commented in here saying, yo, it used to be real relaxed. We used to have earbuds and it was just chill. That's a fact. You feel me? But you feel me? Winter is here. You know what I mean? The seasons have changed. And as I was saying before I left, the power is now back in the hands of the employer. Employees 6-7 months ago can do almost, you know what I mean? Like they needed the head count. They need, hey, we need more people. We need more people. We need more people. During the pandemic, numbers exploding. So what? They needed to keep the head count up to keep the volume going. So hey, all right, I'm gonna look the other way. If I see you with the earpiece in, I don't see nothing. Oh, I do this. I see this. I don't see nothing. You know what I mean? They already at that point had a high turnover rate. And that's one reason why I said I think that's going to change. That high turnover rate is going to change because the power has now changed from the employee to the employer. All this layoff talk, you think people really finna be quitting? We think the turnover rate is going to be that high as these layoffs keeps getting announced, as people see and hear other people talk about, man, it's kind of hard out here in this job market. You feel me? There's not, my opinion. But stay on your toes out there because it's going to get wild. I've been with the company 4 years. I started doing the Prime shopping. Now I'm at the FC. So yeah, I need this promotion. So thank you. That's what's up. Congrats. And when you get there, man, kill it. Don't let nobody move you out of position. Don't let other people's emotions get you out of character. Kill it. You know what I mean? And like I always say, I have a vlog on this too. Yo, take advantage of it. Take advantage of Amazon. And what do I mean by that? The resources, you feel me? Getting that PA position, you now will get a bump in pay, right? Yeah, it's not like some huge bump, but another thing happens. Now your cap is going to be higher. That played a huge part in me getting my home, for me hitting that cap mark as a PA. So take advantage of that. You know what I mean? Write you some goals down, the stuff that you need, work that overtime, get it, handle business, just because we don't know how long this ride. Hopefully, like I say, hopefully 2023 is smooth and we won't have no issues for sure. I hope so. But you feel me? Forecast is saying, from what I'm seeing, it don't sound like that. But take advantage of the opportunity once you get up in there for sure. My building gave out MET back-to-back weeks. Do you know why that is? Maybe they need to hire more people, or is it just more work? It all depends on the volume of where you're at. If you're in, like I'll use my state. I'm in Arizona, right? We have a building out here in Goodyear. We got one in Phoenix. So let's say, well, nah, that's kind of close still, but let's say you're in a state and you have a few different buildings that are sort of spread out, and you have different zip codes. If you have one zip code where they're just more well off, so they're continuing to spend, even though inflation and all this other stuff is causing some consumers to pull back their dollar from spending that money. If they're well off and they're still spending, they need that work to get out. You know what I mean? So yeah, they'll still be having VET because that area that they're sending out to is still spending. But some areas are not spending as much, which is causing VTO. They need the VTO because they don't have the work there. They will literally have people just standing around. I've been in that position where you at work, but you ain't working. You just chilling. Floors, ain't no work on the floor. You posting, you chilling. They running around trying to give everybody VTO. Hey, you want to go home? You want to go home? Because they don't have the volume to match that head count. No way L4 is making six figures. In New Jersey, NY area, 70K, 85K, including RSUs and sign-on bonus. Nah, this person wasn't an L4. They were L6 at the time. What is he? Yeah, he was an L6 at the time. He was an L6. He was an ops. So with their base and their RSUs, yeah, he was above that. He was above that. But L4s, no. And that's what broke my. That's one of the things that shattered my heart. L4s, I was disappointed. It's an illusion. You feel me? It is a illusion. They got a raise now, I believe. I think it was last year they got a raise, supposedly. But when I was a PA and I was going for it, I had my L4 area manager interview the days before. I was talking about the pay. Like, all right. Oh, the reason my manager showed me her check. I was like, I pull out the magnifying glass. You were like, what? That's it? I was making more money than my manager. Facts. People always think I play when I said that. I thought she was. I want to say now. I thought the manager was playing because I'm thinking like, all right, well, my manager is saying that because I'm out here doing the most and they don't want me to feel bad. So one day my manager said, I'm not lying. You make more than me. I said, man, you playing. My manager said, come here real quick. I said, what's up? Showed me the pay stub. My mouth hit the floor. I said, you feel me? That's exactly what it was like. And the reason why is because Amazon area manager was my goal. You feel me? Like, yo, I never even thought they wouldn't get paid a lot because it's a ginormous company. It's one of the biggest companies on earth. You know what I mean? Like, it's Amazon. The buildings are huge. The lights are bright. You feel me? It's commercials everywhere. You don't even think the way Amazon is promoted, you would think they make a lot of money. They don't. That is one of the reasons that crushed my heart. Listen, we're not going to skip over this. Listen, they don't make a lot of money. I was a PA making more than my AM. So if I would have took the AM, if I would have got the position and if I would have accepted it, I would have took a pay cut. That's crazy. But you know what I mean? They try to, what's said is like, yo, but you move up quick and you get the RSUs, when you get your L5 and blah, which is cool. But how's that going right now? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. How does all this continue to run? Because now the base pay has been chopped, unless I'm tripping, because the RSUs that were given at the time were valued higher. Those dropped. So technically, they're getting paid even less. But I'm not going to talk no more. You feel me? I'm not going to say no more about that. I have RSUs. So, you feel me? I can't talk about the stock or nothing like that. But how is all this going to continue? You know what I mean? That's all these different, like I'm saying, if I put every piece of this puzzle together right now, it's going to look ugly. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I don't want to do that. But Chris, right? You're going into an AM position. You're going in now. I don't know when you signed your you signed your contract and all that stuff, and how many they're giving you to equal a certain amount in this what the stocks are at right now. You know what I mean? But imagine the people who was a L4 last year, or let's say before the drop started happening, them RSUs were valued at that price, and then when it comes time to vest, wait a second. Wait, what happened? You see, where's all this going? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna talk no more about it though. That's what it's a lot of stuff. I don't know how it's gonna work, but Amazon, I believe anybody can work this out. It's Amazon, just because they made it through the pandemic. This is something one of my boys said. He said, "Listen, I don't think the pandemic's over." This is what he was talking about, and he was like, "Look, if we go back into a lockdown, Amazon it'll be popping again." So if that type of situation happens, that can literally change the game. It can flip the script. Imagine people who invest in Amazon right now, and then a lockdown happens. That thing finna right back to where it was when the lockdown. You know what I mean? This can play out all different type of ways. I don't know. I never thought of that though. Literally, this was what's today? Thursday. It was the beginning of this week. We was on the phone and we was talking about my video. Will Amazon have more layoffs? The graphs and all that stuff. He was like, no, that's some scary stuff. But if there's another shutdown, that can be a game changer. It's so many variables to this situation. I just love to hear people's opinion on what they think about it. At GYR2, shout out to GYR2 Arizona in the building. Let's go. Am I at AZA1? No, I'm not at AZA1. I'm close to it. You feel me? I just don't want to say it right now. But if you go through my videos, and one of the videos I do say the building, it's actually in the title. But no, I'm not at AZA1. Are you at AZA1? Shout out to you. You must be in Arizona if you know about the AZAs 1, 2, and 3. Or no, 1, 3, and 7. So shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shalom, what it do? Shalom been supporting for a cool minute. Thank you much for tuning in. She says, winter is here. Flashback to Game of Thrones. I feel like we should all be aware that winter is here until we have multiple streams. I'll be trying to tell them. Shalom, I'll be trying to tell them. I don't think they be hearing me. I'll be trying to tell them. Listen, this is right. Winter is here. We need to try to do side hustles. If you're at Amazon, you don't even need a side hustle. Just work the VET if you have it, if you're able to, because it may not be guaranteed for long. You know what I mean? Inflation's going up. They did another rate hike. This ain't slowing down. We're going to see how it plays out. Shalom, we're going to see how this goes. I'm trying my best, but also because we may plan and it may go different. I had a plan for another month at delivery to stack up those checks. I wake up one morning, hey, in 2 weeks we done. Oh, snaps. You feel me? I got to readjust now. So, we got to try to prepare as much as possible. Do you have any tips or advice on me heading into my first day next week? I got a whole video. It's called My First Day. What is it called? I got my first day at Amazon. Things you should know. I think that's what it's called. But if you look through my page, hit home, scroll down. It's a red thumbnail. I'm sitting there cheesing in the picture. You feel me? But Amazon, my first day, something. It's not too far. It's like a month old or something like that. But check it out. I go over some things on there. First off, I think the major thing, your mindset. As crazy as that sounds, that was a game changer for me. You have to go in there with a positive mindset. You have to. It's going to be so many people you're going to encounter in there who don't like their jobs, who complain, and they may have a valid reason, but it depends on your goal. That's one of the things I do say. It depends on what are you going to Amazon for? You just want to check? You don't really need much advice. You feel me? Just show up on time. Don't go negative on your UPT, and you straight, and you'll be good. If you just want to check in Amazon, it's easy. I don't know why people be making it so hard. Amazon's not hard. If you plan to, but it all depends on what you want. If you're trying to move up, you're going to have a mindset that you're going in there with. You're going to have to move a little different. But if you're just trying to get a check, just show up. Make sure you don't go negative on UPT, and make sure, you're just hitting the standard work. Make sure you're hitting rate. Make sure you're not, getting too much quality. You don't have to be in there killing it. If you don't want to move up, you don't got to go be in there killing it. I'm just telling the truth. And you can still keep your job. You can still not get a write-up and not killing it, doing 200%. Just being honest with you. So it all depends on what you want. But the main thing I would say, keep away from those poison mindsets. There's people in there. It's crazy. They will literally go find you and complain about their jobs. Amazon is the only job I have seen that happen. Like where you're just working, you feel me? Especially if you're a good worker, it's weird. They're like vampires. Shout out to the vampires. But it's like they look for people who is excited about the job to go bite them in the neck. You feel me? And take all their joy away. When I was excited, I attracted the people who didn't like the job, who tried to put that negativity on me. You know what I mean? That Amazon is weird I mean, it's not, that was the weird thing. It's like, yo, I've never seen so many people complaining about a job before and come to me. It's like, yo, I love this place. And this was back then. I don't love it now. But you know what I mean? Be careful with that. Watch your company. I will say that. Watch your company. Do not be talking your business because you're there for a while. You're going to have friends. You're going to be stowing or packed whenever you're doing for long hours. You're going to want to talk. You know what I mean? I used to be the type. I didn't. I got to a point, I withdrew myself. Lunchtime, I'm in the whip. You feel me? Break time, I'm in the whip. I'm not hanging out with nobody because the drama. You feel me? But because I was trying to get promoted. So I didn't want to be attached to none of that. But if now, like if let's say if I went to the FC as a tier one, um, you you have to watch. I would have friends because it does make your time go by faster. It does make the days more enjoyable. When you look at most people who want to quit Amazon, I was a PA. A lot of people didn't want to quit because not because the work, they hated the work. They hate standing on their feet. They hate all of that, but because they had a friend, but because they had the best PA on planet Earth, they wanted to stay. They would not quit their job, even though they liked it, even though they didn't like it, because of the power of friendship. So, depending on what you're going there for, if you're just trying to collect the check, you may want to make some friends, but make sure you make the right friends. That could be detrimental, and that's a fact. And then I'll leave that right there because I was kind of long on that question. But I do have a video on that, so go check my page for it. It's called like your first day at Amazon, or first week. So that's first day. Julio says, do other sites have safety committees? I think all of them. All the sites that I've been to, the FC's facilities, fulfillment centers, they've all had them that I've seen. Because safety's number one. I wish I had a zoom in button. You feel me? Safety is number one. This is just, I'm not a spokesperson of Amazon, but yeah, from what I've seen, all of them have that I've come across. Jonathan, hey, Jonathan's always tuned in on live. He like, yo, I'm gonna make my way, even if it's late. I'm gonna show up. Hey, present. You feel me? Callie Bones, like, I'm here. He the first one. Callie every time. SB, what up? Jonathan gonna make. She come in like, hey, present. You feel me? I'm here. Shout out to you, Jonathan, my dude. That's what's up. Thank you so much for the super chat as well. Definitely appreciate that, my dude. Thank you so much. Pat the Gamer, what's good, man? This is another supporter who always been popping into the live. Shout out to my dude, Pat. Appreciate you supporting and coming on the live. Jonathan says, saw your music video. It was good. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had fun shooting it. It was hot. Literally, that put me down for like 2 days. I was on top of a building in Arizona, the parking structure in Arizona. The sun was out. You feel me? This Arizona sun, it hits different. You feel me? That put me down for 2 days. I couldn't. I was like, look, I ain't recording no vlog. It was tough. You know what I mean? But thank you. I'm glad you checked it out, man, and you liked it. Appreciate that. Inclines is lasting a year. That would make sense due to the hiring freeze. I could see them doing that. But yeah, I know back then it was 90 days, but a year now, that's crazy. That's what's up. It should be. You feel me? All that stress they put you. I'm just playing. Don't be scared if you're going in for an interview, but it is kind of stressful. You know what I mean? By them putting that on you, it should just be permanent until you get a spot. Why is it not permanent? Is my question. That's, you feel me? Why is it not permanent? And at first it was only 90 days. You feel me? That sucks. Imagine going through your interview, killing it, preparing for your principles and your notes and the STAR method. And oh my goodness, I don't even like thinking about that stuff no more. Preparing for that, you pass. And if you don't get slotted in 90 days, you lose it. That's wild. So if that incline, what she was saying, goes up to a year, that's what's up. That's dope right there. SB, I'm gonna need that resume you were talking about earlier. No joke. Hear me? I got you. That's a fact. Just though, you feel me? I don't want you. I don't want you lying. If you have ambassador, I could pull it up. I just got to put in my password, but that's a lot of work right now. Nah, let's pull this up because a few people have asked me ugh, about the resume. So let's see. Hold on, let's see. So I'm gonna name what I have on here that are L1 positions. And if you have this under your belt, I'll show you what I put down for my resume. All right, that's not supposed to be like that. Anyways, where's my resume at? No. I'm doing all this for you, Inferno. All right, so I don't know if you can see. Oh no, your thing's right there. Let's see. I'm gonna take your thing off, so I'm gonna see if you guys can see my. That's my resume. Oh. All right, so I have my stuff for corporate. You wouldn't need that, so I wouldn't send you that. That's corporate as well. Okay, Amazon. This is when I was a PA. So if you're not a PA yet, so you wouldn't need that. This is my PA stuff for inbound and GYR. I mean LGB3. This is my away team stuff. Where's my L1? All right, learning ambassador. I have that right there. Process guide. I have that right there. Stuff I put down for when I was a doc associate. I was only a doc associate for like 2 days. I mean 3 days. I think it was like 3 days. It was a wrap. And then I have my water spider inbound stow associate. Things I just put down. I put down for water spider, VRC trained, all that stuff. So let me know what you have under your belt. Hit me up on the gram and listen. Give me like 3 days. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It, you feel me? I'll be doing. Give me like 3 days at least. I know that sounds crazy, but I still got to catch up on messages. But I will respond to you. And like I said, I've done that before. I'll say it. I don't even care. I've helped. It was people I knew, and they were a learning ambassador, and we were similar. They've onboarded. They've done retrains. They just didn't know how to word it. All right, bet here. This is what a hiring manager sat down and helped me do. Here, just put your numbers in there, and you're not lying. You know what I mean? So if you have any of those things, then for sure, I got you. Don't even trip. Let's see. Where was I at? Okay, here we go. All right. So Inferno, I got you, my guy. Hit me up on the gram. Not all sites have a rate. Really? Fulfillment centers? Nah, Amazon with no rate. You feel me? I don't know, Jonathan. You feel me? Is that really Jonathan behind that keyboard tonight? You feel me? That's HR over there. Uncle Jeff then got Jonathan. You feel me? Tied up in the closet. FCs do not have rates. Everyone loves Amazon. We have no injuries. I don't know, Jonathan. You feel me? Blink twice. You change your profile pic if it's really you. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, shout out to you, Jonathan. Amazon with no rate. I've never heard of that. That would be like, I've never heard of that. That's crazy. But just because I've never heard of it doesn't mean anything. I've only been in FCs in the fulfillment centers where, inbound, outbound, all that stuff. And they got rates. At least from those the fulfillment centers that I've been at, they got rates. You feel me? And they check them. I was a BA. I just sat back and watched rates. You know what I mean? So that was big in the FCs. But let me know, because that's deep. I've never heard of that. So she said away teams are crazy. Oh my gosh. The disorganization is expected, but that is what we're there. That's what we are there for, is to help them get the departments organized. Yeah, you've been to 4 of them. Every single away team disorganized. And I don't want to say disorganized, but that's like the best way to say it. It's like, I don't know another way to say it. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, but it's because it's a new building and they're all getting it all together. And like she said, that's what we're there for. But I thought that's what was kind of dope as well, because you're flexing. You feel me? Like, not because you've been in the gym, but because if they need help over here, all right, I'm gonna go help over here. When I went to launch Sand 3, I was there to train pack PAs the whole first week. Maybe it was like a week and a half. We didn't have no work. Literally, the Packers job, they'll clock in and literally sit on their station's floor for 8 hours or 10, whatever we was. I think we was doing 8s for 8 hours for a week. So during that time, yeah, it sounds like, oh, I'm finna just chill, but it gets boring. You know what I mean? So I would flex to different, and then I had friends on the away team who was in problem solve over here and who was over here. So I would go hop into those departments and help out. You know what I mean? So that was the thing that took place, and it did actually like that. It helped out. I learned. It was pretty dope. D Tate, what up? Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. It says, do the operations managers actually support their team? Or they do. Let me see. Have I ever? I can only speak on my personal experience. At least when actually, I can't lie. Every op as a tier 1, the guy I went in, I think it was day 1 or day 2. I seen all the it's what they called sync. I didn't know that's what it was called at the time. I seen all the managers in there though, and I was like, yo, I walked in there, was like, hey, I'm gonna be a manager here. And then, the guy who responded was like, you got a degree? I was like, no. And then he put his head back down and said, I'm sure that's not the only way, right? And he was just like, no, it's not. It's a little bit more difficult, but it's not. I said, okay, bet. The guy who responded, who I was talking to, was the ops manager. When I became that ops manager, was the same ops that was in place when I got my PA position. That ops manager, he was great. Not only like everything that he put me in position, just being honest. So that ops manager, my first one, was great. Every ops manager, hold on, except one, because he was new. But every ops manager I had as a PA, and when I was like a ambassador, they almost never told me no. You know what I mean? When I was an ambassador, I was hungry. I was like, yo, I was just trying to change the game. So every idea I wanted to do, my ops was like, hey, he talking to the managers. You get him what he needs. You feel me? Like, so I was as an ambassador. Every ops I've had, honestly, was great. And except one wasn't great. He just was new and didn't really know what to do. And he kind of was trained by, he was learning from like another ops, and he kind of, you know what I mean? He was okay. But all the ops I've had was great, especially my first one. He put me in position plenty of times. All my ops managers, they let me do, listen, with Amazon, they love people who take initiative. They love ownership. If you're going in there and you trying to change stuff for the good, and you don't really get that a lot. I thought that was something that was common. It's really not. I had a lot of ideas. I want to try this, or I want to try this. It was like, do it, and do it. The ones now, do they just sit around? Yes. I mean, their job is not to be running around. Their job is to look at, they are like, we all have the same role to a greater extent, starting with the PA, or it's how you should operate as the PA. I was a chess player. I am not going to be running around, because I've done that. I used to run around every fire. I would run and put it out, and until I got smart, was like, you know what? I only got 2 hands. I need 10 right now. You, chime. Yeah, you, come here. You do this. You do this. You do this. You do this. And I sit back and watch, or I would hop in if the help was needed. That's what they do. AMs, that's what they do. They're the chess player that move the pieces. Now, the ops manager is the ultimate chess player. Well, no, it's got the senior. It's mostly the senior, but you don't see them. They're Batman. They only come out when that light come on. Something's wrong. You feel me? When they come in the room, that's the senior ops. But the ops, they're like the ultimate chess players. So that's why you're not going to see them. They have to look at everything, and they're looking at all the numbers, and you'll usually see them if a certain department's numbers is real low, or there's something going on over there. And if there's something going on, you'll see them pop up over there and tap it. Hey, just want to check in and see how everything's going. Everything cool? Is everything good? Okay. Okay, cool. I know, just because I kind of seen the problem solve bucket was at, boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. Just want to check. You feel me? So their presence is only known if it needs to be. They're chess players. They're watching though. They're watching. So I don't really know what you mean, in which way you mean support. Um, they give a lot of support from behind the scenes from what I've seen. They do a lot. And I didn't really notice because you're not going to know everything as a tier one. It may seem like you never see them, but they see everything and they got ears on the ground everywhere. So in my opinion, in my experience, my ops managers was fire. You feel me? Like the ops was sometimes better than the managers. You know what I mean? In my opinion, but sometimes they played a good cop, bad cop. They kind of do that on purpose. But ops managers, in my opinion and in my experience, was lit. That's a fact. And very supportive, very hands-on, with my experience. He said, "What's good? What's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in." Oh, we got Rogue in the building. Hey, shout out for the super chat, Rogue. Definitely appreciate that. That's one of my coworkers right there. Shout out to you, Rogue. Thank you so much, and definitely appreciate the support for sure. For sure, that means a lot, my dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I heard it was snowing out there. I heard it's been like that just throughout Cali. But in San Bernardino, it's not rare for it to. Well, yeah, it's not. It don't snow in San Bernardino on the land, like right there. But Big Bear is right there. You go up Waterman. That's how Waterman leads you. Is it Waterman? Is that street Waterman? No, is that Waterman? That is Waterman. Yeah, you go up Waterman, it leads you right to Big Bear Mountain. So, and that's San Bernardino. So it always snows in the mountain, but if it hit the flat ground over there, then yeah, that's pretty crazy. I didn't know that part. That's wild. Because my site just started doing the safety committee, they probably be on. You definitely want to be on your toes. If they just starting it, safety is to watch. You feel me? GYR1, safety used to walk around the building. I've seen people get write-ups because safety walked past and seen them. I've seen some sad stories because it's like they took the initiative to try to do something because they needed something and they didn't, it wasn't, I can't speak on it because, somebody got terminated. You can't talk about that stuff. Anyways, safety, if they in the building and they're just starting, yeah, you definitely want to be on your toes because safety watches. They walk around, they look for stuff that ain't safe. They look for people doing stuff that ain't safe. Be careful. But that is, I guess that's good. But yeah, watch out for safety though. And be safe. You feel me? Be safe. You definitely want to be safe. But why they just doing that now? Is this a new building? I mean, I would be kind of concerned. It's like if this is your building is kind of has been there and then all of a sudden they got safety. Why is that? You feel me? What y'all? Do you feel me? What's up? What's going on here? But yeah, so that's just my opinion. Operation managers seem to be in charge of the flow and amnesty and occasionally ask Army for help. I still got an interview with an Army dude because we got to talk to Army. I was a PA. We always had to hit Army. We ain't gonna talk about Army on the live tonight. We hear from op managers pretty regularly. They are very much involved. That's a fact. Besides meetings, see in my meetings, in our sync meetings, ops was the one leading it. My experience. So of course this is different for everybody at different buildings and all that stuff for sure. But yeah, ops, I've always come across some dope ops. Seniors is where it's different. I ain't never seen a friendly senior. They cool. They'll be okay. They ain't trying to talk to you. You feel me? If you're not a manager, they ain't trying to talk to you. My opinion, my experience, seniors will speak and keep it pushing. Or unless you're the golden child and you know all the tricks, you the one with all the answers. Oh, they gonna be your best friend. You feel me? Hey, how's everything going? Everything's good. Just want to check on you. Yeah, because you have all the answers. You know how to do this. You know how to do this. You're the ultimate problem solver. You're the golden child. Oh yeah, they gonna definitely talk to you. But most of the time I have seen, yeah, the seniors ain't out here talking to L1s. Cali Bones, make sure you have your stories in order. Star method, good luck. That's a fact. Make sure you got them stories in order. Go over it and over and over it, because it's different once you in that room, or I don't know how they're doing it now, but once you in action, you feel me? That pressure hits, it could be a little different. So you want to make sure you know that like the back of your hand. Cali Bones, good call out on that. You're awesome to Jonathan. Thanks. Yep. Jonathan is dope. He's official. So he says AirHub has no rate. Really? I did not know that. I know they did a walkout in San Bernardino. Are you at that one? Are you at the one in San Bernardino? Is that you at the AirHub? And if you are you at that one where they walked out? That's crazy. Because I thought that was one of the reasons why they walked out. I did a vlog on that, and I had the articles. I don't remember. I thought they did say because of the workload or something. I don't remember though. I know, of course, it was because of pay. But if they don't have rates, that's crazy. You feel me? What do they do? That's what's up. I might have to go look into the air hub. You feel me? Oh no, I heard they was dealing with toxic. I know one of the things was something about them being around the planes and the gas or something like that. They wasn't feeling. Air rates have no rates because we are a department on planes arriving. Okay, nice. They do care a lot about blue lights though. Okay. What up, SB? Hey, what's going on? How you feeling? Now listen, it's 2 hours and 25 minutes. If y'all got any more questions, I'm gonna continue to go on what we have. Drop it in the comment section. But I think like at 2:40, I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't have work tomorrow. I forgot about that. So, but yeah, just so I can, have some rest and all that stuff. But 2:40, we'll see. But I know that's what y'all do. That's what happened the last few times. Some good questions come in and a gang of people hopping in the comments, and we ended up being here 3 hours and 30 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. But what's good? Thank you for tuning in. Oh, if you're still here, go ahead and hit that like button for your boy. It helps the video out in the algorithm. So if you can hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well. On my journey to 5K subscribers, I'm trying to hit that 5K. Y'all feel me? We almost there. You feel me? Pat the Gamer said, yes. Usually the ops are in their office most of the time. Yes, that's a fact. And they got that laptop open, just watching. Or they walking around looking at their cell phone. They ain't texting, but believe that. You feel me? They looking at them chimes. They seeing what's going on. My site opened in September 2022, and they just getting safety? Keep an eye out on how many people get written up for safety violations. That's what I would say. What we 2 hours and 30 minutes in? Okay, I could talk a little crazy. I would keep your the temperature on how many people get written up by safety. You feel me? That's one thing I would say to watch. Deuce is down. What is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Says, yep, I just got hired as a blue badge. From what I hear, I'm working induction. Can you explain that role for me a bit? If Cynthia, look, I'm remembering people's names. That's what's up. If Cynthia's still in the building, if you can give them a brief description, she kind of explained it. We have somebody here named Cynthia. She's on decant. Is that what you said? Working induction. Oh, I don't think induction is decant though. I'm not sure. We got a learning trainer in here as well. We got everybody in the building. We got a learning trainer in here. He was breaking down stuff earlier. Learning trainer, if you are here, what does the induction do? That sounds real familiar. I don't remember specifically. I can't put my finger on it at this moment. But if anybody knows, let drop it in the comment section and I'll post it up so we can get that question for Deuces Down, who just got hired as a blue badge. Congratulations to you. Welcome to the Amazon squad. I hope you kill it. And I hope you take advantage of everything they have to offer. Jonathan said I was a mechanic, or I was in mechanic school when that happened, but yeah, I was and still in that building. Okay, we got some feet on the ground over there. All right, bet. So if any news pop off, I'm hitting up Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, what's the word? How is it now? Did they get the raise? What's the atmosphere like? What's the culture like now that happened? Because honestly, I do not remember a follow-up from that story. So if you're still tuned in, his building, they did a walkout. And it was a pretty important walkout because they were, their flights and all that stuff. So it made some headlines. But I don't know what happened about that. So if you know what happened, Jonathan, I wonder what happened. Devin, shout out to Devin. Thank you so much for being tuned in. MI building safety and HR started walking the floor. See, I'm not crazy. SB is not local. You feel me? I'm not local. I know what I'm talking about. Devin just said, MI building safety and HR walk in the floor together. That's not a good mix. You feel me? Like if you never mind, I'm about to start getting funny. That's not a good mix. HR and safety together. I don't even want y'all on my floor. You feel me? You up here, I'm leaving. You on floor 4 north, I'm on 3 south. No, I'm on 1 south in the break room. I'm far away from y'all. I don't want to. All right, so let me stop. They were looking for checking for headphones. See, I didn't even see that comment down there. But safety and HR. So, and the reason why we say this is because somebody just left a comment. Yo, they just started a safety committee. If you see this, or which way is game? You see this right here taking place? Listen, that's what I'm telling everybody. Because he's saying this is going on in his building. They're walking the floor together, checking for headphones. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do? Don't y'all got to do some HR stuff? Don't y'all got to do some safety stuff? Why are you walking around buildings looking for headphones? It sounds like an agenda. Cutting costs. Just my opinion. I'm just playing. It's just 2 hours in, so I got to talk a little crazy because I know. But just my opinion. Why are they doing that? You feel me? Like that is a valid question. Why do we have HR and why do we have safety walking the floor looking for earphones? Why are they not doing HR stuff, important HR stuff? And why ain't they worried about safety, building collapsing and all this stuff? Anyways, but be safe. All right. Jonathan says, so we got Jonathan explain it. Jonathan, my dude, you on it. My dude just knows the game. He says inductions. This is what you're doing. So who was it? That was Deuce. Deuce is down. Here you go. This is what you'll be doing. You'll be putting packages on equipment such as robots or conveyance, which will be relocated based on what the scanning on the package indicates. So they're just putting packages onto a conveyor. That's all they're doing? Oh, is that flats? Right? I think that's flats. I think that's what I have as the easiest job for the video I did, easiest versus hardest department. It was that. I think it was called flat induct. I could be wrong, but and Jonathan correct me, the packages came down the chute. You just get the package, put it on the conveyor, and that's all you do. My dude, deuce down. If that's your job, you live in La Vida Loca. You finna be in there. That was the easiest thing I've ever experienced at Amazon. If that's what that is, and I think that is what that is, the induction. But is there different inductions or is it just flat inducts? So I don't know if you got that flat induct that I was on. Man, that was easy. Hey, yo, when you gonna visit at GYR1? Hey, I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go to GYR1 next month. Not on the corporate side or nothing. I'm gonna do a video shoot for Hard Work Pays Off. And on that song, I'm gonna get shots at GYR1. I'm gonna get shots at my building in Tempe. And I'm gonna get like a shot of me going in as a regular employee. And then, it's like a little story, part of the storyline of that, going in. I got all my vests. I got my ambassador vest. So I'm going to come out and then, in my ambassador vest, like I finally got the promotion, boom, boom, then go in and out, come out with the PA vest. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be doing that next month. I'm going to be at GYR1. I don't have the exact date yet, but I'm going to be going live, of course, before then. Yeah. If you want to pull up, I'm going to be there at daytime so I can get the shots. I need, of course, the sunlight. But yeah, I don't mind saying what's good. I'll pull up. How does Amazon drivers' hours work? It all depends on your DSP. Oh, my knee. Basically, you tell them I told them how much I wanted to work. They agreed. And it was happily ever after until they start giving me the worst routes ever. But yeah, I told him I can't do full time because I work. First off, I told him like, hey, I work. I don't even think I should say that no more because the way Amazon's doing. But basically, I was like, look, I can only work this amount of hours. Can I do that? He was like, yep, sounds good to me. I bet. So I started off only doing 3 days. That's all I was able to do. And he gave me the 3 days and we just moved it like that. I know people who was working 6 days. So it all depends on, in my opinion, it depends on the volume of your DSP of your company. If they need drivers and their head count is low, then you'll probably be able to get as many hours as you need to get. Now, if your DSP is fully staffed and the volume is dropping, you may not be getting the hours you need. I've actually got a few people who reached out to me about that saying, yo, you feel me? We got people getting sent home because there's not enough volume on our routes. So it all depends on when um it all depends on your DSP. LB. I can't even post that. You crazy. You're that's a post your Cash App. Somebody asked for my Cash App? I don't even know I do have a Cash App. It's in my details for the videos. I don't know about heart, and I'm using my cell phone for the video, so I think it's no, I can't just assume. But if you guys wanted to support, they have like the little, what's it called, super chat, or you hit me up and I'll let you know how you can support. But I definitely appreciate all the support you guys do give financially and just with liking the videos and all that good stuff. Thank you guys for sure, for sure. Thank you guys. Let's see. Alan says it's induction at a delivery station. Okay, because if so, it is scanning the packages and assigning printing sortation location. So that's a good question. Deuce, is this at a FC or is this at a delivery station? Because we're seeing two different things if you're at a FC or if you're at a delivery station. But you got that in the comment section to check out. We got some people in here with some knowledge. Thank you, Alan and Jonathan, for you guys informing him on that. Jonathan says, I'm not really too sure. I was in Fingers. That's a department called Fingers? I don't even want to know what. Let me start. He was in Fingers and now in a different department. What in the world goes on in Fingers? Matter of fact, never mind. Never mind. It's all right. It's all right. It's too late. We don't even want to know. But most of the coworkers I used to know moved to different departments like ramp, and a few got promoted to PA. That's what's up. Those are some different type of names for departments. I've never heard of any of those before, but that's what's up. Like, yo, I work in Fingers. Okay. Oh, hey, I work in thigh. Which thigh? Left thigh or right thigh? I mean, I'm on left thigh. Oh, okay. I got a homie on right thigh. Oh, snap. All right, let's see. Yo, when it started getting, what time is it? Because I start getting goofy when it's later. Imagine we're gonna have to do it all night live. We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to bring on C11. We're gonna have to bring on Zell. Imagine that all night live. Oh, that would be foolish. That would be that would be wild. All right. Anyway, so a few friends listened and took advantage of career choice and apprenticeship. That's what's up. Take advantage of that. I would definitely take advantage of that for sure, for sure. Jonathan, now you're one of the ones who has some knowledge on Amazon. What you think? You think I don't know if you saw my video called why I think layoffs are going to come, and I showed the head count, the annual revenue, all that stuff. What you think? What you think is going to happen this year? Do you think we're going to see more layoffs? I like hearing people's thoughts on that who have knowledge on the company, because I don't see anything good. You know what I mean? So I would always I like to hear people who have a different perspective. What's your perspective on that? If you don't mind dropping it. It ain't gotta be no long comment, at all. Thanks for the description, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I start next week. Let's go. Like I said, man, congrats on that. Kill it. Handle business. Don't be in there playing no games. Don't get caught up in the wrong crowd. For sure. Don't do that. Let me shout out to N. Says, are HR and operations or I think you mean, do HR and operations speak to each other regarding a case against them? In the office, they share and break privacy rules. Listen, it's a I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. For me, I'm not saying I'm not a representative of the company, but I don't know. Do operations and HR speak to each other? They definitely speak to each other all the time, a lot. Especially when it comes to situations that take place, um, whatever takes place, any type, they are definitely in communication. But regarding a case against them, I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I mean? Like, they're running the scene. They're the system. The system does what the system wants. You know what I mean? Like, they make the rules for us, not them. You know what I mean? The rules are in place for us, not them. And I know that sounds crazy, unless they get caught. That, I know that sounds weird, but it's kind of what it does. I'm sure somebody here can vouch and be like, yeah, it sounds about right. The system does what the system wants. You know what I mean? So are they talking to each other about a case? Can that happen? In my opinion, I've never seen it happen. Like I said, they wouldn't give that type of information to me. You feel me? I was the coolest dude ever, but I wasn't I wasn't salary. I was close. I was a part of the nah, um I was in between the system and the people. You feel me? The system is once you in salary. That's where you have to sign documents stating non-disclosure agreements. You're not going to talk about this. You're not going to talk about this. You're a part of the system. Me, I never had to do that. You know, so that's why I can speak freely about stuff. I still got to watch, or me, I still watch what I say, just because that's the type of person I am. I don't ever put names out there. That's the type of person I am. Situations, even when I do How Amazon Broke My Heart, I'm not going to get into certain details because I don't want certain people to feel, even though I wouldn't say names, I don't even want them to feel a certain type of way because I know some of them still watch my channel. But so like I was saying, I'm not a part of the system, so I wouldn't know that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Like, that's for sure. They are the system. If you're in salary, you're treated different. Like, if they will share information, there were times where I had to leave the room. I'll put it like that. And it wasn't, it was when it had to do with HR, or was that safety? They had like some big meeting, and I always was in the room. When senior was in there, like, they never kicked me out because they always respect. They was like, yo, you an AM. My ops gave me an AM vest. Facts. I still got it. I got it in my closet. That's what I'm saying. My ops have always shown me love. My ops called all the managers around and made me. She was like, oh, I don't want to say the gender because I don't want to give it away. Not because I'm not. No, sorry, I don't mean to offend. I don't do the whole. That's too much. All the politics. I'm not saying it because of that. I just don't want to say the gender because I don't want people to put the piece of who it is. But my ops, super dope. My ops literally called the whole team together. It was like, SB, take off your PA vest. I was like, what type of freaky stuff y'all doing? What type of haze is going on? You know, ain't no hazing going on here. but my ops gave me the manager's vest. Now, granted, it wasn't a pay raise. It wasn't none of that. But to me, that meant a lot because those vests got power. You feel me? Just by having the vest, and you walk around a building and you identify the exact same as a manager, as the ops, they then you get treated different. You feel me? So that's how they had me walking around. That was super dope. But even though they did that, there was times I was still a L3, so they wouldn't give me all the information. So that was a long answer to that question. But can can that happen? In my opinion, it can, even though it may not be against the rule, or it may be against the rules. Facts. You see HR and safety, somebody getting escorted out. That's a fact. Deuce. Jonathan says deuces. No worry. Just remember, green mean go, one piece flow. Look at my dude, Jonathan, know the slogans and stuff. He over here. Look at this. Semi-auto, manual induct flats, so on. And okay, nice. The ship dock have rate. I believe they do. Yeah, they got rate. But Depends on the building. Not all sites have rates. Ship dock in the FCs, yeah, they got rates over there. Deuces down. They built a new warehouse here in Chicago by my house. They won't open it up because of safety, saying something about it. Tornado hurricane proof, such sounds like a bunch of BS, but I don't know. It could be. That could be. How long have they been delaying it? Because when I launched, when I was a part of the launch for GYR1, we couldn't even start the launch for 2 days or 3 days. It wasn't like a month. No, when there's money and so much going on with launches and new buildings that's on a schedule, they ain't playing that. You know what I mean? So if it's been a month, I'm kind of leaning on what you're saying. But if it's been a few days, I've been a part of that situation. When we launched UR1, we would come in, the whole away team, and they like, all right, glad you guys made it. You guys get paid for your whole ship today, but you guys can go and leave because we do not have permits from the city. They didn't clear. So we'll try again tomorrow. Like, what? On the away team? Oh, look, I'm kicking. See, I'm getting too excited. On the away team in a whole other state, I pull up to work. I ain't got to work, and you going to pay me not to work? All right, I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, so it depends. How long has that been held off for? That's be a good question. Pat the Gamer, have you ever worked in an SSD building? No. Only buildings I've ever worked at was the FC, LGB3, GYR1, and now my corporate building. I've never worked at an SSD. My site KSBD didn't have rate when I was a tier 1. They do show your rate, but it's not like there's a number they expect you to reach. Now they do care if you're working, so don't be slow. That's official. Like, don't go one packet, right? For real, because people will try it. Don't give you. That's the thing with Amazon. You can't give them an inch; they'll take them out. You feel me? Oh, don't let a package stay in one place too long. Just go at an even pace for sure. Hey, how you know? Oh, okay. I was like, hold up. You feel me? Hold on. I gotta look outside. Hold up. SB Cali in there. He didn't pull it up over here. He got it from my description. Good looking, SB Cali. Good looking. So yes, that's my Cash App right there. I don't know. I didn't see nobody asking for it, but if you wanted, I think it was, who was that? LB. I think it's LB Finest, right? Let me scroll up. LB Finest, if you're still here and you wanted to know the Cash App, that's my Cash App right there. If somebody said something about it, I didn't know. I didn't see that. But that's the Cash App. Thank you guys so much for whoever supports. I appreciate it, guys. All right, so let's see. Yeah, it's a delivery station. Okay. So yeah, there's a difference. There's somebody who posted it on the delivery station side. Just scroll up on the comments and you'll see it on there. We'll see hours being cut in all types of warehouses. And will Amazon try to keep a hiring freeze till the rest of the year? I absolutely think they're going to keep a hiring freeze for the rest of the year. That's not what they said. They haven't really followed up from that last response on the hiring freeze. There hasn't been like a follow-up saying, hey, this is changing. But when I look at the situation, nothing's changed. And I don't think the reason why they're doing it is because of the economy. So if the economy doesn't change, I don't think they're going to change their stance. You know what I mean? So I personally think it is going to be for the rest of the year, but they haven't stated anything yet. If they do, I definitely will be reporting that. That's above my pay grade, but for real. When you come to visit GYR next month to shoot your music video, please come around here at 2:30. That would honestly be like a good time. I was probably thinking more towards 5 or something, just because I won't be getting beat on by the sun. But honestly, 2:30 would be great because the sun will be at more of a peak, and that would help out with lighting. So just remind me. I'm gonna be going live every week. Hopefully every week, but I should be every week. As the date gets closer, I'll definitely shout you out and let you know. I don't think I'm gonna put the exact date because I'll probably have you hit me on Instagram or something, and I can give you the date that I'm gonna pull up then. I believe layoffs will happen whether forcefully or simply starve employees for hours, right? Such as excessive VTO or silly rate write-ups to lay off people. They're looking to get rid of people one way or another. I think we're all on the same page of that. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, from my opinion, I would agree with that. Have you done inbound stow with an OP? No. Is that the one that go like 1,000 feet in the sky? You feel me? If so, no. I ain't trying to mess with that, because I'll be thinking you way up there, you 100 feet up, and you driving the thing on the bottom. If something hit, you feel me? That thing just tip over. I don't know why. I watched, what's that movie called? Final Fantasy, or what's that movie? Destiny, Final Destination. There you go. Final Destination was wild. That scarred me as a kid watching that movie. So I be having flashbacks of, yeah. It, nah, I ain't tried it. Is that what you do? You drive that big old crazy thing? If so, hey man, shout out to you. That's what's up. Do you believe a vest gives certain people? Yes. Oh, I cut that. I'm gonna do a short because I've been going through the lives I've done, chopping them up because I'm gonna put some of his videos and some of his shorts. That was something that we talked about. Do I believe a vest gives certain people egos, like AMs, PAs, like the type of ego? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Any job does that. It doesn't depend on the it's not the vest, it's the position. You're dealing with people who's never been managers before. You're dealing with people who's never led before. And then you're dealing with people who, there's certain things that come along with people in power. You feel me? I'll go there because it's a little late and I don't want to get too crazy on that topic, but you get, some people just can't handle the responsibility of that role, whatever vest it is. But to answer your question, yes, that's a fact. A lot of people change. A lot of people change. They be cool and normal and chill and get that vest. They turn into Superman. You got me, Clark Kent to Superman real quick. Yeah, that happens for sure. Because in regular society, they don't have that power. When you got that vest on, some people, you get a lot of people who not kiss up. Some kiss up. Use is mostly organic. But let's be honest, if some of these people who have that vest didn't have that vest on and they were a regular associate, a lot of people wouldn't talk to them. Just being honest with you, a lot of people who have that vest on, if they was a normal associate, they would not get the type of attention. They wouldn't get the type of conversations. They wouldn't get the type of people kissing up to them as if they were a regular stower or whatever, the packer, whatever. That's a fact. So with that being said, people get in that vest, all of a sudden people looking up and, oh, you're so great. And then if you're a manager, a PA, or anything, I've even seen learning ambassadors leverage that when it comes to new hires. People change, you know what I mean? And you just gotta, that happens. You shouldn't let it happen. If you're trying to get in that position, you know what I mean? Nah, that was one thing I was like, man, I seen it and I was like, I ain't doing that. You know, like I'm gonna be, when I was at the bottom, I seen what was needed. And I said, you know what? I'm going to meet all these needs that I see that are not being met. That's what I'm going to do. Not just with the work wise, people wise. Why is nobody over here telling anybody good job for the good work? Why is somebody only show up when there's something wrong? Why is only somebody only showing up when they didn't hit rate? Why didn't you come when they did hit rate? You know what I mean? Like if you know they always don't hit rate and you always come and then they finally do hit rate, and then you don't come until they do something bad again. Nah, I'm gonna flip the script. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? So that is something that you should do when you get them vests. You see the needs that need to be met, but see, that's the issue. You get a lot of people coming with these vests who don't ever start at the bottom. They don't see nothing. So they come in. It's a whole, you feel me? I can go on. We'll be here 4 hours. You feel me? Eyes red. See, look at, that's a fact. Yes, vest egos are 100% real. That's a fact. And that, like I said, that's a fact. Go look at your manager and think to yourself, if he was just over there like me, as a regular person that vest wasn't on, it changes everybody. The vest changes everybody. That is a good topic, because the vest don't just change the person. Let's really talk about it. The vest even changes the associates. Because I know certain people, like I just said, the manager that has the vest, if he was a regular person, not only, let's look at everybody. With his attitude, would he still be walking around with his chest poked out and his chin up, feeling himself? If he was just over here stowing? But let's check the associates. Would all these associates be kissing up to him if that vest wasn't on him? Would these females be at his desk over here flirting if that vest wasn't on him? Uh-oh. You feel me? No. You feel me? The vest changes everybody. You feel me? But it's how it changes you. You know what I mean? Ooh, I'm gonna have to chop this up for a blog for itself. The vest changes everybody. Not only does it, you feel me? It amplifies what's in you. You know what I mean? So yes, it changes some people to be a worse person, to be power hungry, but it changes a lot of associates. Oh, I'm not gonna get into stories on that. It's too late. I'm gonna give too much information. But I've seen the people change because of the vest. All of a sudden, everybody all over them now. You feel me? So it changes everybody. Don't let it change you. You feel me? Ooh, that's a slogan. The vest changes everyone. Don't let it change you. I didn't let it change me. I don't think I did. No, I don't even got to think about that. I was cool. One thing with me, I would try to use the vest to show, to like, what's the word? To bring people up. You know what I mean? Like, man, a PA's never, why do you care about how I feel? I'm like, why do you care? I've never had no one ask me how I feel. Man, why do you listen? Why do you do that? And you're a PA. That's what I would try to use the vest for. You know what I mean? Man, why are you over here sweating with us, getting all these boxes up? Shouldn't you be just at the desk with the manager right now? That's what I would use it. Nah, I'm here with y'all. You feel me? Like, yeah, I got this vest on, but I'm gonna show you I'm here. I'm right here with you. I ain't no different. You feel me? I care about people. That's how you use the vest. You know what I mean? That is a vlog I'm gonna have to post. All right. So when you become an AM or ops, can they send you to other sites, to launch sites, or help other sites temporarily? I think AMs, I think they do. I don't know though. But they do have certain things. I know my AM when I was a PA, she went to go launch. They be using AMs and yeah, they be doing all type of stuff, honestly. But I don't know for sure exactly what it is, so can't give that information. LB Finance, yes, me. Hey, well, thank you so much for the what's it called? The Snap? No, not the Snap. It's called the Cashapp. Thank you so much for the Cashapp. I appreciate it. I didn't see nothing yet because my phone's up there, but I appreciate that. Feels like Amazon is solid considering they just officially acquired One Medical. Well, that's good. Hey, I ain't mad at that. It sounds good to me. What comes off as a form of harassment when merely shopping on an Amazon website? Huh? What's with what comes off as a form of harassment when merely shopping? I don't know. I'm not sure about that question. My bad. I'm so sorry. Thank you for tuning in though. If y'all still tuned in, hit that subscribe button. It's 3 hours. We wasn't supposed to go this long. But shout out to Devin. Shout out to you, Devin. Thanks so much for being tuned in. It says, I love your channel, reaching Amazonians from all over. That's what's up. I'm telling you, as this channel grows, this is going to be powerful. Things like this, everybody tapping in, giving information from all over the place. It really is powerful. So no, I thank you guys for tuning in and supporting the page and all that. So thank you much, Devin. Really appreciate that. The vest shouldn't gain your respect. The way you treat the employees and how you work is what should gain respect. That's how it should be. That's a fact. That's how it should be, though. But it ain't always like that. You know what I mean? A lot happens when the vest comes around. But you're right. It should be like that for sure, for sure. That's how I was. It's like, yeah, I feel you. My building will be 2 years old in April. It's sad that leadership allowed politics. Them politics, I'm telling you, them politics ain't no joke. You feel me? It's Obama, Trump. You feel me? You would think, but they up in there. You feel me? The way them politics be. It's sad leadership allowed politics from other buildings to come in with the transfers, allowing most to live there and not work there. That's a fact. All right, I'm going to fly through these because I got to get off of live, y'all. If you haven't hit the like button yet, hit that like button. Yes, I do inbound Stowe. Shout out to you, my dude. Tito. Shout out to you on that OP. Man, that's what's up. 30 feet in the air and does get shaky. I heard that too. That's what I heard. That I was like, no, I ain't going up there with this little rope. What this little rope gonna do if this thing tip over? Shout out for you. Shout out to you, Tito, for doing that. Big ups to you, my dude. Big ups to you. I launched a Target distribution. They got launches at Target? Don't say that. That's what's up. Oh, of course they got launches. Did they? Let me see. Let me read. And man, when I say those red stripes turn people into RoboCop, facts. See, I'm telling you, that's not just Amazon. Any type of elevation, any type of leadership in a company, that happens. That's gonna happen. It just happens so strong in Amazon because it's so many people that work there. It's on a way bigger scale. You know what I mean? I just treat them like the maintenance crew. I treat them like everybody else. You know what I mean? I don't treat them like the maintenance crew, but I do like, hey, I treat you, manager, the same way I treat the homie that's over here or stower that's over here that no one talks to. I treat everybody the same, for sure. Hello, Tito. I'm at Den 8. Okay, we got two of you from Den 8 in the building. That's what's up. Shout out to Den 8. Let's go. Maintenance crew is a decant department. Okay, wait. It is? Maintenance crew is a decant department to get into. Oh, I told you I'm tired. I said a decant apartment. A decent apartment. Look it. Yeah. Pat the Gamer. I did OP for like 4 months. Pat, you did OP too? Yo, wow, man. I gotta step my I gotta step my faith up. You feel me? Ye with little faith. I was scared to get on them things. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. 4 months and it got boring. I will be up there just spooked. You feel me all day? Like I feel a little wiggle. I start holding on to stuff. Now you're doing inbound problem solve, which I've been doing since December. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to you. You're trying to fight against vest ego corruption. We need more leaders such as yourself. Spread the knowledge. I appreciate that, my dude. I appreciate that for sure. I try my best. Just I try, man. That's all I can do. That's all we all can do is try. All right, for sure. He said, take care. All right, y'all. I know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My dude, Cali Bones, from the start to the ending. Jonathan, everybody, Pat the Gamer, Catherine, everybody that tuned in tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you didn't hit the like button yet, hit the like button for your boys so that I can help the video out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. At this point, the next live will be next Thursday. So be sure to tune in for that. We'll try to bring some more updated information. We didn't even go under none of the stuff I wrote down. We just was just answering questions all night. Dude said, you got yourself a new sub, my guy. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. If you guys haven't yet, be sure to sub. Dudes, thank you so much for subbing to the channel, showing support. I appreciate that. I'm going to catch y'all. Oh, I'm dropping a video. Tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. So be sure to hit the notification bell. Video dropping tomorrow and the next day. I'm going to catch y'all on the next live or the next video tomorrow. You know what I mean? Anyways, it's getting late and I'm getting tired. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Or this is the live. I'm sorry. I'm tired, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all next time. Let's go.